And I was advised by my lawyer to never mention that again. Welcome to Talking Over Transformers with
Talking
Rick,
over
Jake.
Oh, the cube.
Oh,
That
what?
means it's time. What are we watching on Talking Over Transformers today?
Well, you're forcing us to watch the Michael Bay Transformers, Rick. I don't. It's funny you should ask that because you're the one that is forcing this upon us this week.
Yeah, I
You'll
was
thank
told
Son of a
that
bitch.
we were tired. We had enjoyed the last couple, last few episodes of Transformers we watched, and we decided we've had enough of that shit. We're gonna watch something that makes us all miserable. So we're going with.
Energon?
We're getting hoisted by Rick's petard.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
This hoist is going to Hollywood. That's a Transformers reference. Cube.
it's true.
Well, I'm
I
sure
do
that
disgust you.
is going to be very respectful to the property that inspired it. I'm sure
Mhm.
Michael Bay is a huge Transformers fan and has all the lore right
So,
up there in his skibbity noggin.
Like, there's going to be plenty to knock on this movie, but I want to say one thing up front. The sound design, the sound effects, they open up these are all unique to this movie. All the sounds you're hearing, you don't hear in other DreamWorks presentations or Paramount presentations. They're unique, and they're letting you know up front that the sound design team is just maxed out, and it's so good. Every sound is sick. This
Yes.
movie's awesome in audio.
Yeah,
Thank you, Cell Dweller.
some of the effects I've used in the podcast I've stolen from this movie.
Before time began,
Before time began, there was Q.
we know not where it comes from. Only that it holds
There was Cube.
Q, whole life.
fill them with life.
And
This
so
is
how long
one
is
of-
this movie? This movie's like 4 hours long.
No, this one is one of the shorter ones at like 2:15 or something.
Some wanted it for good.
223.
223.
This is one of many introductions we're going to get from Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah, every one of these
And-
movies opens up with him doing a soliloquy.
And dear reader, this may be the first time we're talking over it for you, but it is not our first time watching it.
As a group, certainly not.
Oh god, I've probably watched this movie like 300 times.
I've probably watched this movie three times now.
I've watched
I
it,
really don't like it.
probably twice. This is probably my third time watching it. I watched it once with the kids when it first came out.
Look, another
in the
cube.
theater.
I gotta say, Transformers, they love their fucking cubes.
They sure do.
But this is a
But
different and
we're
completely
already
unrelated
too
cube,
late.
right?
What
We
movie?
don't even talk about Energon in this movie, do we?
No mention.
Uh,
So, like, this first opening 15 minutes, we're like, I honestly feel like this is really well done. It's like we're introduced to some human characters. They're going to get attacked by some Transformers, and it's all very cool. It's sort of horror movie-esque. It's really good. And then we immediately cut to Sam Witwicky, and the movie takes a horrible turn. But this
Right.
first like 10, 15 minutes this is what I thought I was going to be getting with a Transformers movie.
So they trick you.
Well, I don't know what to think about Michael Bay as a filmmaker because I mostly have only ever seen his Transformers movies. So I don't know that much about him other than these fucking Transformers movies, but they're all kind of the same.
You were so disappointed by them, you watched them 300 times.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Sorry. There we go.
Right. See, like this is good. You know, we got some Ospreys coming in, got some big aerial shots, sun's in the
Are
right
Are these
place.
gonna transform?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
They do not,
Yeah.
but
Are these?
and there's so also that picture of the stealth bomber there, that's the only time it's ever been featured like in real filming. Like they ever allowed a real movie crew to film a stealth bomber.
But we're also going to get these ad nauseum in this movie and every other one.
So I have
Also,
two
yeah, I
questions.
mean,
Is the stealth bomber Megatron? Is that like
no,
is that the
just
Megatron
a
from ID
regular
Band?
ass plane.
Oh, yeah. So it's just okay. It doesn't fit.
Like,
This is
like
what I don't like though is like even in this part of the movie, Michael Bay can't figure out what time of day it is because like the sun was setting when those ospreys were landing, and now it's bright sun again outside.
Well, listen, the sun never sets on the Socialist Republic of Carbon.
And I assume that's where they're fighting right now, right?
Is that not
Right.
where they're fighting right now?
Yeah, they're trying to bring an end to the Fakad Hosami or whatever the fuck his name's regime.
Look at those.
yeah.
Those are the F-22s. Those also are being filmed for the first time in this movie. Like, Michael Bay was allowed some pretty unprecedented access to military hardware because the U.S. military was using this as a recruitment tool. This
Yeah.
also
Wait,
that
it's
voice
one-
that you
What?
just heard,
You're
Tail
telling
4500
me that
X-ray.
these live action movies where the U.S. Army has better characterization than any single Transformer are recruiting tools?
I can't imagine there's any input from the U.S. State Department on these films.
So this movie was released in 2007, but it was supposed to be released in 2006, and all the principal filming was done by early 2006. So all of these like military scenes, we're still pre-surge, second term Bush era. Like people had turned their feelings on the war, but Bush wasn't still tanked at this point in his popularity. So there was still a lot of people who saw these films and was like gung ho about all the American jingo bullshit in
Sure.
it. See, now look at it. It's
Hilarious.
nighttime. It was daytime. Michael Bay is so bad at making films. What time of day is it?
Well, it doesn't really matter because you're in the military, so
Oh, you're on military time.
all the time, sense of time and importance doesn't matter because you're in the military. So this has been in total of like 8 hours over 5 minutes.
Also, like he's doing a video conference there, which at the time seemed kind of high, kind of high tech.
Sure.
I don't feel like these movies look out of era now. I feel like
that's not a person.
Oh, this is great. This is so good. Wow. This is great. We don't know. They don't know what's happening. And you get the Transformer sound.
Yep.
Oh my
this is pretty
god!
It's a
Do
Transformer.
have really cool scenes in
I
them.
do
It's
like
just
how
I
they're
don't
already shooting at it.
I just don't like what any of the Transformers do or anything that isn't related to the Transformers.
Yeah, this opening scene is really great.
Looks cool as hell, this movie. It's just the
Blackout's just laying waste to this thing. It looks fucking awesome.
it's blackout.
There we go. Finally got rid of that goddamn stopwatch in the corner of my thing. Okay, yeah, we're off to an okay start. We're killing the fucking.
And then look, he's grabbing the server and twisting. That's just how that works.
Yep. Twist formers.
So this guy is named General Morshower, and he will appear in 4 of the 5 Transformers films.
And we're gonna watch all of them. General Morshower.
Day.
I believe he later gets promoted to Admiral, but yeah. And his real last name is Morshower. Like they just named his character after the actor. Like this tank flying through the air. This looks great. This helicopter that drops, that was a real helicopter they dropped from a crane.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard about these. Like the first, at least couple of these movies. There's a lot of like practical effects.
There's a ton of practical. I mean, there's a ton of CG, but there is a ton of the feet that he's in right now are practical feet. Like not the robot above, obviously, but
What the fuck?
I've never been clear what that thing that came out of his chest is either, because it makes kind of a camera clicking sound. So I don't know if he just whipped out the world's biggest camera and Tyrese ran away from it. See, this looks great. This is what I wanted. I want to just give me 2 hours of this, and instead now,
Wait, what happened?
God. Now we're.
Wait, what happened?
We're still doing good.
Have you
We're
guys
okay.
ever
We're
met
okay.
Shia LaBeouf?
The movie? What happened?
No, we're okay. We're still going.
No, where'd the Transformers and the army guys go?
They're coming right back. I know it. They'll be back any second.
No,
Yeah, no, we're gonna spend like a solid hour now just
No.
following Sam Witwicky.
oh,
Just any second now. Here they come. Here come the Transformers. I know it. I can feel
Oh,
it.
look, he's about to talk about his great grandfather. This is gonna have so much impact on the film.
I bet it doesn't.
no, I think this actually does. Right?
What's the Arctic shelf?
Yeah, I do like that like Dark of the Moon shockwave design. That's a good design. That's why I pre-ordered it on that re-release that's coming up.
Like, is this real? Like, were they like really chopping ice to get a boat through the Arctic Circle? And if so, who's on the boat? Who's driving?
Who's driving this thing?
See, now those are supposed to be like a MacGuffin in the film, but they barely sell it. Like, they'll bring it up from time to time, but you often forget about these stupid glasses.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I see what they're doing here with the glasses. Yeah. Oh, this thing doesn't. This thing is bullshit.
eBay and PayPal.
Do people give gifts for Columbus Day?
Yeah.
I guess we better start.
That other page there has the like. There's some like Transformer language on the page he's holding in his right hand. They really did like they created a cool universe that just Michael Bay didn't understand. Like, it just doesn't know. I'd say he doesn't know what people want, but these movies gross so much fucking money that clearly he hit the right middle road with them.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he knows what people want, I guess. It's just not what I want. You know, when you make a
It's just that
Transformers
what the
movie full
people
of
who
things
like
that I
Transformers
want,
want.
that Transformers movie doesn't do good.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, without him, yeah. If you just start making a good Transformers movie, then people will turn away. They do not want.
You
that.
started making a Transformers movie with heart for the fans. Oh,
God,
fuck
no.
that.
Um,
Bumblebee, Transformers 1, I don't know her.
don't forget Rise of the Beasts. I guess you did forget Rise of the Beasts.
Well, I think that one went back to kind of the Bay kind of formula a little bit.
This joke works for me. It's just regular like dumb movie Americana shit, but it works. I don't know how his family seems to be sort of wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're supposed to be middle class, but like Michael Bay doesn't know what that is because he's stupid rich. So,
Oh my God, I forgot Bernie Mac was in this.
oh yeah, Bernie Mac in his greatest role of all
Oh my
time.
God.
Bobby
How did I
Bolivia, the guy who
forget
flips
Bernie Mac?
off his mother. I guess his mother flips him off. Whatever. I saw this
there we
movie in the
go.
theater like 5 times, and I remember like at least for the first week of it, there were packed theaters. People clapped at the end. There was It was people loved this movie when it was out. It was a phenomenon.
Yeah. Well, it's full of military propaganda.
And it was also like this is one or it's the summer of 2007. So it's like
Yeah.
1 year away from the 2008 economic collapse and everybody's fucking lives changing for the worse.
We're
There was still some of
deeply-
that Bush boom going on.
We're
Introduced
deeply
him.
in love with the American Empire at this point.
We're filming here in Southern California, so you get that bright California sun. I mean, this movie does look pretty nice. It's well lit, well filmed.
Yeah, they all look great, right?
I like that
map.
Bumblebee, the Camaro version, pulled in next to a
The
yellow
Volkswagen.
bug. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got racing strip.
Oh, look how crummy that is, and how you just find that on a lot.
I don't even know what that means. Like he says it's loco, and he's already like, "Hey, don't speak that Spanish garbage to me." Jesus.
Look at that yellow bug there.
They're not gold.
Should have gone with that one instead.
The one right next to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find a car in
Here we
this
go.
condition for $4,000 at absolutely no point in time. It's completely bullshit.
Oh man.
Okay,
Oh,
Michael
oh.
Bay, I
Hey,
get
look,
it.
it's like,
You
well,
don't
that's
like
normal car
Bumblebee.
behavior. Like this guy sells cars his whole life. Like he just takes that in stride. Like, well, that's sometimes cars do that. Their door just opens and shoves
Yeah,
another
you know
car
how it
in.
is, Rick.
You like Transformers? Well, fuck you and fuck Bumblebee. Also,
That
our
was a
Bumblebee's a badass, but then he's going to be verbally abused for fucking 5 films. All
that
right.
glass breaking stuff was all a practical effect, which is pretty cool. There were just these little like hammers inside the cars that would hit. They were on timers that would hit the windows.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a ton of really awesome practical effect shit in here. There's John Voight as the Secretary of State, which it's not a bad role for him. Like it gets stupid later. He's going to shoot a robot with a shotgun, but right now
Cool.
it kind of works.
Rick,
He
I don't know
looks
why
like
you're talking like that about our future Secretary of State.
Yeah. Wait, go. What was the thing? Void or die.
Oh, get out the void.
Get out
Get
the
out the
void.
void.
Thank you.
Get out!
yeah.
That's
It's a
it.
get out the void. Oh God!
Rock the void.
This whole subplot of these hackers and John, like it could have been a better filmmaker would have edited this shit right out. It does not do anything for the
Hackers.
What's he pointing at? It's like watch the screen as we play the sound.
Yeah.
Look at the waves. The waves. You guys know what these waves mean?
Well, they can't do it like they do it in a real press briefing because then there's nothing happening on the camera, or Michael Bay doesn't know how to present it. We're going to really focus only on the beautiful reporters.
So, not every one of these ship scenes gets reused, but you will see a lot of this aerial photography of the Navy in a lot of these Transformers movies. He got access to it once and just couldn't help himself.
So a thing I'm realizing that Michael Bay does that's really weird is that he sets an expectation that then he just never follows through with. Like, so Blackout beats the shit out of the military all by itself. Just flat out one base, oh god, doesn't matter. Then the military continues to be like a strong, useful force through the rest of these films.
Oh, look at that dog with the broken leg.
And then he does the same thing with Bumblebee, where Bumblebee is just a victim of Witwicky's verbal abuse.
Aw.
And everybody else's abuse for the rest of the time. Girl jewelry on a boy dog, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Really hurting his self-esteem. Dude, Michael Bay hates his fucking parents.
Michael Bay hates people. He hates films. He hates everyone he works with. He hates he hates people in the Middle East.
He hates the Transformers.
He would hate them, but he still at this point doesn't know what they are.
Oh, I feel that moment. I feel that moment right now. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
you
us.
gotta-
That's gonna be us to
There's a little
in a
baby
day and a
in the
half.
movie. Michael Bay hates babies.
He hates babies. He hates people. He hates Transformers.
He loves performative masculinity, though, guys.
He
loves it so much.
Is that Bill
It's so
Burr?
important.
Is it
There's
really?
no way Bill
I missed
Burr.
it.
No, it's not Bill Burr.
Oh.
But some guy with like a bad Boston accent and
Oh.
wow,
We got-
cold hot dog and a flat beer.
We've got Tyrese and Josh Duhamel, right? Do I
Yeah,
have those right?
yeah, Ferg's husband. I don't know if they're still married or not. Actually, I have no idea.
Too Fast, Too Furious is Tyrese and Josh Duhamel
Yeah.
from a bunch of stuff that I don't know that
That
many
Timothy
people
Chalamet?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a Hallmark movie guy elevated to leading man in this movie.
Was that Timothy Chalamet?
I like this little. I don't like the scene necessarily, but I sure like the setting. This park and wherever California seems very nice.
Are you talking about the Middle Eastern child that they've got with them?
Oh well, that's their Middle Eastern pet. They need to have
Oh,
one.
it's Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, okay.
It's Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet as
Oh,
Middle
here
Eastern
we go.
child.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Megan Fox is in this movie. By the way,
The camera is about to lose all sense of time and space because we're gonna focus on Megan Fox's body forever.
I like how you get this one scene of Sam Witwicky getting his ass beat in football. There's like that's Michael Bay would not really pull that off in the other movies after this, but like he does these weird flashbacks in this movie that I don't know. When he tastefully just cuts them in for like 10 seconds or whatever, they work.
Well,
Yeah, I thought that was okay.
he has flashbacks to the times he was emasculated by other people. So
The most important moments of his
he's got
life.
yeah. He just
Look,
doesn't
Megan
realize
Fox
that
came
that
in
was
there to save
trauma,
Sam Witwicky from getting his ass beat.
and he's taking it out on everybody else.
Yeah, Sam Witwicky's friend Miles. It's weird. Like he's pretty well introduced to this film, and then like by the middle of the film, he's just completely gone. I guess he was just there for Sam to kick out of his car.
I didn't even
Aw.
realize he had a friend until
This moment's
Oh,
never
until
going
you
to
pointed
happen
him out just now.
again.
And Megan Fox is, she's very lovely, but she does not look like a high schooler in this movie.
No.
I don't think.
I wonder why that is.
I guess, yeah. I mean, Sam Witwicky doesn't really look like a high schooler either, and in the next movie, he really does not look like a college kid. But
He doesn't. Megan Fox doesn't look like a high schooler because then the audience can't imagine having sex with her or fetishizing her, despite her clearly being stated as a teenager, which is
I
a
was gonna say,
long-standing.
Or is that why Michael Bay made her a teenager? I don't know.
also, Sam Witwicky's going to say some of the stupidest shit here.
I think she is a teenager at this point in time.
Mm.
I was wondering if I could ride you home. What the fuck? Who talks like that?
Yay. Somebody who thinks of women as sex objects.
Okay, so you see the side windows here, they're all whited out. That's very weird. You don't notice it if you're just watching the movie on the first time, but the side windows are whited out. You can't see anything outside the car.
Yeah.
And
Do you not drive
I don't
like
know
that?
why they just couldn't make it work. They were like filming on multiple days and they just had to just kind of pull this stupid trick. And like I said, you don't notice it on your first view. You can see out the back window, but the side windows are totally whited out.
You can? I can't see shit past that lens flare coming in that back window.
Yeah, there's a lot of lens flare in this movie.
Every time I
Mhm.
drive, all of the windows in the car are wetted out, Rick. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah, I can't see shit when I drive. It's just blinding white light.
It's just it's like we're driving on the sun.
Well, I mean, neither can he. Look at him squinting.
Math, science. Yeah, they're in every class together. Oh yeah, she recognized.
Maths.
You know,
Oh, hey. The
you can buy the
Bumblebees.
Biatch air freshener. It's for sale.
Of course.
Oh, Bumblebee's gonna
Yeah,
make
he's
sure that
Bumblebee's
they have
encouraging
sex.
a.
It's really important. You can identify how important it is that Sam has sex with Megan Fox's character because it's across like species. Transformers figured out.
See, they're doing the whiting out the windows thing again, even though, like, when they pulled up to this area, it was clearly sunset, and now it's like midday again. And then this scene is clearly some other engine and some other filmed in like in a garage somewhere.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
She's gonna talk about cars while we look straight at her body the whole goddamn time.
Oh, not my distributor cap.
Yeah, Rick, the distributor cap. The exhaust manifold diaphragm is leaky.
My
Yeah,
diaphragm
well,
is
sounds like
leaking.
you've had your exhaust manifold diaphragm diagnosed. Oh yeah, Trent. I love how like they've introduced this Trent character as some sort of foil. He
Yeah.
will not be like Sam
Never
Witwicky
comes
will
back.
defeat the Decepticons at the end of this movie, not Trent.
I'm willing. I also like that Michael Bay does not hide that like she's cool with spending time with men that don't care about her right out the door because Sam Witwicky ultimately does not care about her.
In the second movie, there's a little more like their relationship seems a little more realistic. They seem a little happier with each other, but she's then gone by the third movie, so whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not Sam
This is
Witwicky.
all pointless then.
That's
It's all
Michael Bay's fault.
completely pointless.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Michael Bay. Sam Witwicky just couldn't hold on to Megan Fox.
Uh-huh. Nothing
Or
to do with
Michaela. I'm sorry, not Megan Fox. Michaela Baines, as her character is known.
Michael
Oh,
Bay.
and now it's nighttime. What have they been doing for the last like? What is with the time in this movie? You
She
can never
lives
tell
far
what
away.
time it is.
She lives
It
like
was-
3 hours away
Yeah,
from
now
lives
that you're
3
hours
pointing
away
it
from
out,
sunset.
School
it's
3 hours
fucking it's glaring.
So it goes like this. They drive all afternoon out to that tree, and then it's sunset time, and then we just jump straight into like 11 p.m.
But now you can see out of the windows perfectly fine. It's got weird window tint where when the windows are down, everything's white outside. It's more than meets the eye with you, stupid. Where does she live? She lives like he
God.
lives in kind of a nice house. She lives in this sort of crappy neighborhood.
He's gonna save her, Rick.
Yay.
Nope, we're back to the Pentagon.
Her dad's
You
a
can tell
greasy
because they
monkey.
use an establishing shot of the
Is
Pentagon.
that the most realistic thing in this film besides the military being kind of hapless? Is that like she's poor and he thinks he's gonna save her or some shit?
Chinese? Oh no, the Chinese wouldn't know what to. They're stupid Chinese. They don't know what they're doing. So this is clearly not really Air Force One, but I wonder if Michael Bay had access to like schematics of it so that he could, or if it looks anything like this. I have no idea.
I mean, it's a plane of a certain model, right?
That's a 747.
Yeah.
The this so that's supposed to be Bush, but that's as close to like making fun of Bush as they're gonna do in this movie. Like
Yeah.
That was pretty clearly Bush, though.
Can you wrangle me up some ding dongs, darling? Yeah. Like a real president would be like, get me a martini and a handgun.
And we just get a close up of his feet.
Yeah, you would notice.
Yeah, they don't
that.
show him.
I'm sorry, they're
Also,
bright red
This
socks.
is
I don't know how
like
you
what a
miss
breach
it.
of protocol right here. Like if you found that in the elevator,
Yeah, what the fuck? Call the fucking bomb squad.
throw it out of
Jesus
the
Christ.
plane. Yeah, like
Yeah, even in 2007, a random boombox is not a thing that's just going to be lying around.
Like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
so that's a practical puppet there. That's not CG.
The ding dong?
That
No. Yes, the ding dong.
Oh my god, did she just eat a floor ding dong?
She did. She ate a floor ding dong,
Well,
and she thinks it's gross, which is hilarious. Like,
I mean,
They are
yeah,
gross.
to be fair.
She was like, I don't feel great about that afterwards.
so this is a
I
CG.
imagine the
This is
floors of Air
this
Force
character
One
is
are pretty clean.
Frenzy, and Frenzy is he turns into a boombox. It's all like they were trying to work Soundwave into the movie, and they couldn't quite figure out how to do it. So both Blackout and Barricade carry Soundwave style, like deployable smaller robots.
Huh.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out how to do it because they didn't care about it, I think. Like,
But he
It's not
turns
that
into a
hard to have a-
boombox is kind of a weird nod to Soundwave.
yeah, but it's not that hard to figure out that, oh, you have one that deploys these guys. Like, I think a lot of other films and TV shows have managed to have a character that deploys like espionage characters and whatnot.
So there's a practical puppet of Frenzy and then the CG model. And the CG model usually looks a little cooler, but they will use the practical for both for like sometimes the practical one looks good and other times they're just saving budget.
Like, I think
Because that's one thing with this movie is like the CG is actually pretty sparse for the robots because it was very expensive to do. So that's the practical puppet there.
because they weren't churning these out. This was the like, we got to get people into this, so it needs to look really fucking good.
It didn't win for visual effects that year, and I think that was a snub against Michael Bay because honestly, this is
Who
groundbreaking
did?
CG in this film.
Do we know? This is 2007.
Yeah, the
right?
Golden
I'm gonna
Compass
look
beat
up.
it that year.
Well, the Golden Compass did have some good special effects, but
I don't think any of it's more
know.
groundbreaking than this. This is
I don't
insane.
think it holds up as well either. But it's that polar bear shit, man. That shit was like looked really good for the time. But yeah, that's
Hey,
just
someone's
one
tampered
scene.
with the POTUS mainframe.
This
Not
whole
the POTUS
movie,
mainframe.
This whole movie's doing work.
Frame.
So he fires these like CDs that are like throwing stars, which there's a later toy would do. How big
That'd be
is
a
this
cool
plane?
I don't know, but
Damn.
it's got room for a room-sized computer filled with servers for some reason, which is
Huge.
I don't think that's a thing. That
No,
Air Force One has.
Air Force One has a mainframe on it.
Yeah. I believe that it could have a bunch of computing power on it, but not that
That's
much.
a whole.
There's no
That's a
reason.
whole department over there somewhere.
It's the biggest like state espionage target of all time because it's just filled with confidential information. I don't believe that.
Listen, if the USS Enterprise can have a whole deck just for the Dolphins, Air
Sure.
Force One can have a server room. It's fine.
Isn't there isn't there like a whole zoo on the Enterprise or something? I don't know.
There is a zoo, yeah, but there's like a whole cetacean ops deck where like dolphins are running computers and shit. Little talking.
Oh God,
dolphins.
that's right.
Jesus Christ! No wonder I
The
don't.
thing
Star
they
Trek.
never talk about. Oh, hey,
love Star
Ladies
Trek.
Man 217.
Yep. Okay, there goes Barricade. Very cool.
Yay!
Barricade.
So something I've always noticed about the houses on the street is every one of them has a massive amount of exterior lighting. And I don't know if that was actually a thing or if it's just a movie thing. Like in California, was everybody lighting up the exterior of their houses?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
big
why not?
spotlights in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Sam
Yeah,
was
Like, look at the
become
houses. Look at all the lighting on the houses. It's just like, what the hell?
Sa-
Is this
Sam
no,
was
real?
there
become
are a
the-
lot of houses that are like that. Probably not
Like,
in
what are those lights on that
Psycho,
tree?
Washington over there.
Those are vines.
Supersonic vines.
Look at this house.
They've
Look at the
got-
way it's lit up. Like, who
got
lights up their
vines on
house?
the
No,
street.
there are some ridiculous floodlights on this fucking block. What?
Oh, we just
Why
passed
are
the
some
same
of these
house again.
street lights like that?
It's the most upscale suburbia you can find. I don't know where this is. His family's rich already.
His
'Cause his-
family's rich, and the town gets light bulbs that the same light bulbs that power the fucking sun. Like,
So
I-
we've got a very material explanation for all of this based on the history of
Brilliant.
his grandfather or whatever. That
Glasses.
he was one of those
Megatron.
archaeologists that Indiana Jones would have killed
Oh,
Megatron.
because they sold indigenous artifacts. That's
Yeah,
probably what's going
and those
on.
indigenous artifacts are Megatron, and that's why
Megatron,
lights are
yes.
so bright.
Yeah, the finger of Megatron.
Got
That's why his family's rich.
Well,
This scene is the first one filmed in the movie.
more
Wait,
now
is
than
that
ever,
not-
we need Indiana Jones.
I always assumed that was the case, Wolfie. Is that not like explicitly said?
What and
What you said?
Oh, okay. I don't think it is explicitly said. We do know, I think it's the next movie where he becomes the Cybertronian Messiah, right?
Oh, he dies and goes to robot heaven.
Where he goes into detail about it. But they don't talk about, the pillaging of any indigenous thing, just he got some Cybertronian shit.
What is
Yeah.
this room that he's in? I never understood this. What is this thing?
This is a silo? The top of a
Why is
silo?
it lit up with those lights then? It doesn't make any sense.
'Cause it'd be dark in there, yo.
No, this shit don't make no sense.
It's gotta look spooky. Oh, is this like a quarry?
It's like I don't know. It's
a
not a quarry.
desalination plant? Who can tell?
It's nothing.
No, there's piles of rock. You got silos. Quarries have some of that sometimes.
Stealing
I don't know.
stadiums and
I
quarries.
can't make sense of it.
It's just a modern version of that fucking that big grinding thing that Conan the Barbarian's doing. Yeah, it's just salt place. It's just a big salt place. That's what it is.
See, like these scenes, they could have just. There's no need for this. Like, we could have cut like an hour out of this movie. It would have been a tight hour and a half, hour 45.
Mhm.
I pulled up my browser to look up something from earlier, and I've completely forgotten what it was.
Well, where are you gonna? But then, what about John Voight, Rick? What you're not gonna cut out John Voight?
I wouldn't have even hired him in the first place. I would
No,
have just
you gotta-
cut that shit from the script.
You gotta rock the void. He knows how to handle an anaconda. Isn't that what this movie is about?
Yes, there's a ton of those here.
Beloved audience, John Voight was in a movie called
I definitely love. I love how the
That's
military guys are. Shut up, stupid girl.
How is this reporter in here? That's what I want to know. This doesn't happen.
She's
You don't
not a
get to
reporter.
talk to this
She's one of the she's like a singles analyst.
Oh, okay.
They brought in a bunch. That's what that scene was originally.
I thought that scene.
They brought in a bunch of like singles analysts from around the world to try to help them determine what the hell's going on.
Okay, I always think the way they present it is like a fucking press conference. So I always thought that it was. I always default to thinking that. What?
Hold on, I'm gonna have to rewind that. The way
Wait, you're
that
gonna rewind this movie? It's already long enough. Jesus.
Is this guy a
I
cop?
love.
I'm not on any drugs. What's
Just
these?
look at that. I just love the way the bottle just
Appears
floats
in his
I'm
hand?
sure.
hand.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they practiced. Like there was 60 takes of that before they got
Absolutely.
it right, man.
A thousand takes of that.
But you know what? That entire day of filming that it took,
Right.
Worth
That
it.
was like $70,000 of the budget just to get that scene right.
Fuck.
Oh, I've got
Fuck, I missed it.
and it's in a
You're
holster.
eyeballing my piece, 50 Cent?
just
This
keeps hitting him in the
guy-
eye. They gotta get the makeup person down.
Promise you, I will bust you up.
I think this guy's part of the Mug
Are you on
Club.
drugs?
Oh, thank God we're back to the military in the Middle East.
Oh, thank God.
So the bottle is
Back to
empty. They
Carbomia.
didn't fill it with anything. It's just Foley effects making us think it's full of pills.
So this is all at White Sands, Alamogordo in New Mexico.
No. Didn't you see those signs? They were in
They were in Farsi or whatever the hell.
yeah.
Oh,
They were in Carbomia.
Man, every
This,
once in a
this
while.
looks so great.
Oh,
That looks
man.
awesome.
So I think we're seeing that Michael Bay could have done a horror movie at some point. It might have been fun.
There's elements of horror.
Yeah.
in
What do you
this.
think? What do you think Skibbity's gonna be?
Oh, that is definitely going to be a horror movie.
Oh.
I hope Scorponok makes an appearance in that movie.
Every time I see the packaging of like, oh shit!
Also,
yeah,
we're about to
that's-
get the
this is
trailer
some horror
shot.
movie shit.
Like-
Every time I see the packaging for Skibbity and fucking leg, I'm just like, what
See,
the
all
fuck
right,
is
this-
going on?
This slow-mo shot with Scorponok. This is clearly like Michael Bay said it himself. He said when the Dailies came back for that, he was like, "There's a trailer shot right there."
yeah. Looks pretty cool.
For a Transformer that gets turned into somebody's least favorite like movie toy.
So very little of this is practical, but it looks great. The one thing Scorponok doesn't do is transform.
Oh,
I like that we're getting big action scenes like during the day and not like during overcast weather.
oh yeah.
Yeah, they just
Um,
if there's a problem with it, you just cover it with a cloud of sand.
There you go.
I'm sure Michael Bay said that too. He's like, I don't know, throw some sand at it.
No saying that.
Get
We're in the
sand fan."
desert. Sand is everywhere.
This guy just run into a random person's house and ask for
Well, I mean,
ammunition.
like to be fair,
Well,
like
yeah,
half of his
that's
house
what,
is already
US
blown up.
military
I don't
does.
know what he's living in. So Michael Bay says that this particular scene where the guys are trying to contact the Pentagon or whatever, I didn't realize you could just phone the Pentagon. But anyways, they're trying to contact air support. And I guess Michael Bay was told by some military dude that this actually happened where he got connected through some call center and
Oh,
they
for
were like trying to
fuck's
sell
sake.
him some premium package or something.
My
Oh
God.
God. Tyrese is the worst.
I don't believe Michael Bay when he says that. I feel like he was just covering his racist ass.
Yeah.
Doesn't
that
a lot
probably
of
could
this
be.
feel racist? Yeah.
Oh, it's racist, it's sexist, it's weirdly xenophobic.
It's
about
it's
Transformers once in a
jingoist.
while.
Yeah, it's pro-military, it's pro-male. Look at these goofballs. That was some weird acting. They're just like intently staring. It's very strange.
Yeah, somehow bullets are fucking this thing up now. We switched. There's gonna be an invisible like rug pull on the effectiveness of weapons against Transformers for some reason.
Well, I have the shield.
I do think people at the time really dug the I want to see how the military does it. I want to see how this works.
Well, yeah.
Also, early
But-
filming of the Predator drones. These are
Yeah.
CG drones. They're not real because the Predator drones are not jet propelled. They're propelled. They have propellers. But
And the imaginary way that they get targets.
Oh,
all these guys should be dead by now, right? Like,
Because at this point in time, there is no AI to like verify a target like that.
that was something I wanted to say. Like on the Air Force One scene, you see guys reading newspapers, and I'm like, well, that's like the one thing that makes this movie feel out of time.
Oh, send the hogs, straight hogs. Or wait, is it
Send
hard
the
hogs?
You don't want to be in
hogs.
You don't want to be in the kill box. Trust me, you do not want to be in the kill box.
I don't
Hard
want to be in the
hogs,
kill box.
straight logs.
Killbox 1 Alpha.
Yeah. And the truth is that like if you're not focusing, if you don't point a laser at the thing or something, there's no target designator.
Like this movie really makes the military look cool. I want to go sign up so I can shoot Transformers.
Yeah, can we? Are we too old, Rick? Can we go?
Now,
I
Rick,
want to go to Afghanistan and kill Transformers. It sounds
I want
awesome.
to go to
I was about to
Afghanistan and
say,
Mexico.
Transformer sounds like it means something else there, Rick.
I love that it's clearly a stationary shot of that gun turning, but like they're trying to imply it's on a
They're
flying
like
plane.
cameras moving around. Yeah.
You know what? You know what I just realized is that maybe I don't think there's a way of examining these films where the Decepticons even remotely seem like the good guys, or like, but like, yeah, like, they're just kind of like a stand-in for brown people in these films, from another country.
I was kind of like that plane, that very slow plane shooting those big shells down there. I think it looks cool.
Oh God, what is it? It's a A20. Is it A24 or something like that? It's one of the best. It's one of the more fun sequences in like some of the early Call of Duty games.
Did they make a Scorponok a movie version, a toy of this?
Oh yes,
yeah.
It has a ton of gold plastic in it, and it's very fragile. And then it also has a cool like gear mechanism that hooks up with Blackout, so that like when you hook him to Blackout and you push the button on Blackout, like his little spinner spin, or if you push him along the floor, his little what is it? It's like his claws spin. But it has a dummy robot mode that is just horrible. Let me see if I can put this shit in the chat.
He turns into a post. Dude
it's just
had
dumb.
had a whole mini video about. He had a short, like a YouTube short about it. It's very funny.
I also like what this is supposed to be the Pentagon, but it looks like they're just inside a parking garage or something.
Hey,
and what's that?
People of the Pentagon.
Look, show off the Panasonic SD card. Who made that SD card?
Everybody. By the way, Panasonic. SD cards, pretty reliable, from my understanding. Thank you, Panasonic.
Oh, look, it's Anthony Anderson for no reason.
For your future sponsorship.
Because Michael Bay needs a
Talking
screaming
Over
black man in his movie. Oh, he's already yelling.
Wait, who?
He sounds like Forrest yelling at his grandma.
And the white lady's trying to be very reasonable with him.
Yeah, I relate to Anderson's character in this movie. Just so much. I'll be right back. I gotta go do an Anthony Anderson.
Oh no.
You guys, the era where accessories for video games were the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like this,
DVR
you know what?
pad, plastic guitars. It was this time. It was before
In a
Activision
vacuum, this little scene is fine, but like it has no business in this fucking movie. Just cut it out.
Well, we got to take a break from the brutalist aesthetics of the military shit because it's fucking boring. And
we got to do some. Pentagon bureaucracy for a while.
And it makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do like 15 sweeps around that fucking like weirdly tetrahedral fucking room.
Is that how computers work?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
No, this is not how you do a spectrograph.
That's hacking.
If shit is moving around in your audio spectrograph,
what time of day is it?
Terribly wrong.
Once again, we're like the daylight just
early
shifts
evening
for no reason. Like it was daylight when she got there, and she went into his room.
Yeah, what is this? Evil Dead 2? What the fuck? Come on.
It's just Michael Bay can never tell what time of day. And look, what time of day is it now?
Well, at least the cops, the portrayal of the cops is very real.
Oh,
except that nobody got
morning.
Shot. Nobody got shot though, so that's not realistic. Never mind.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yeah, like Chihuahua. Yeah, he makes it into the next movie too.
Good. That's the one thing I like about this so far.
I just can't
get a
believe
better
they broke
paw?
that. I can't believe they broke that
Look,
dog's
there's
leg for
Miles.
this movie.
He's on a
It's just fucked
Bluetooth.
up.
Very, very retro future there.
The Bluetooth, yeah.
This scene is fun. I like it. There's cars driving on the sidewalk. It's chasing down Witwicky. It is very famous. The Strokes T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
They're in front of a Burger King now.
Yeah.
How do you
Oh,
know
and
it's a
then
Burger
now she
King?
likes him
you can
again
see the
because he-
Burger
because
King
he's
sign
hurt.
everywhere.
Hang on. What just happened to the shot that we just had of her?
Oh no,
peering
there's no
over?
continuity here.
Like
She was-
she was peering over and then she's sitting down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
We're getting so much Burger King product placement because famously Burger King do transform into a giant Cybertronian Burger King.
Oh God! If
King
where's
of
the toy for
burgers.
that? I'll buy that stupid shit.
Coronation Burger King.
Yeah, exactly.
Comes with the cape crown.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So the toy for this had a little trouble recently with the release because of that, the to punish and serve or whatever, to punish and enslave line or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you know, it's realistic for a police. Oh, we're gonna get a really cool transformation sound here.
What's this guy's name? What's this cop car's name again?
Barricade. Oh, hey, it's the Star Wars. It's the Star Wars eye from Return of the Jedi.
I love the barricade design. I think it's really cool. I
That's
don't know
a cool
about the
sound
physics
effect.
of this, about this kid running away from this thing and it can't catch him. I don't know.
Well,
I feel
he's
like he would
super
be
fast,
dead by
this kid.
now. The car is on like some hydraulics. It's a practical effect. The BMW he's laying on. Oh, that's let's see. Shoot, what's the name of that voice actor? He did the
We're gonna look.
it's the Navy.
We're gonna look it up.
Yeah. You can't tell it's him because they've got a lot of processing on it, but it's
Yeah.
he's a famous voice actor.
I also want to say, like, these. Jesus Christ! What?
What is your problem, Sam?
She's
There's
got
a
her
monster.
helmet on, but the straps aren't done, so it's meaningless.
This is all real, like, you know, stunt driving. Looks really good.
Yeah.
She's also like a hardcore mechanic, but she's driving around on a Vespa. Like,
Also, the windows are tinted now.
Yeah,
they
why
were
not?
they were not tinted before. And okay, so remember, it was clearly morning. Remember, he said, "Good morning, Mo," and like he went and she was getting breakfast at Burger King. It was morning, right? Right.
Yeah.
It was morning. We fully established
Yeah.
it was morning. What time of day is it now?
they've been driving all day.
I think we
I
need
mean,
to
it's going to be
examine
dark here in a few
Wolfie's
seconds in
Vespa
this
hate.
movie.
Rock and roll time.
Yeah, this looks awesome. This is fun. It's just car chase. Damn boxes.
I don't know. Why are the Transformers the last people listed here? Also, is this Linkin Park? Is this like some of Linkin
No,
Park's
this
like
is
POD.
Doomsday Clock by I think, or no, it's not Doomsday Clock. So all right, what time of day is it now?
It's morning. It's early morning. It's raining out. It got cloudy.
it's
Well,
it's
look
the
at all
time.
that light on their face. It's daytime.
Rick, it is clearly morning, which is the time between night and morning. Okay.
It's twilight.
Here in the
I never
twilight.
understood this too. Like Bumblebee clearly had hidden away from Barricade, and Barricade gets out of his way. This scene doesn't make any fucking sense. It looks pretty
Yeah.
good here, though.
I'm not sure what
Dumps the kids
Barricade's trying to
out.
do here.
And then we get the first real close up of Bumblebee transforming, and it looks great. If provided you like this design, which it's a controversial design, I'll say.
Oh, Jess Harnell. We talked about him before. That's Barricade. It's Jess Harnell.
Okay.
Yeah. He's Wacko Warner.
Oh,
From Animaniacs. Yeah.
I don't think that's right. I think he plays Ironhide or something. I don't think
He
he plays
also
Barricade.
plays Ironhide. Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's credited as both.
I don't think you know anything about this movie, Rick.
This is what
I don't
we want.
understand. Like this,
Oh,
once again, the physics of this
We
movie
need to
make
look
no
up everything
sense.
Rick says about this movie. We might need to verify. We might need to fact check Rick throughout this.
You might need to fact check me. I don't. It's been a long time since I watched the director's commentary to this film.
I forgot that we're gonna get a fantastic actor doing voice.
That's not CG. It's just
Looks
a
cool.
guy running behind him making that thing
with
go
like
over
with a
his
stick.
head. Yeah, with a stick. Yeah, exactly.
I like that this little character is basically a gremlin.
Yeah.
But a transformer.
It
And we
is.
could have
Yeah.
done
It was
with more
totally a
of that.
gremlin.
I guess we do get some of that, but they make them like comedy relief.
Now she's gonna hack at it with a sawzall, which is not how these things work at all. That's not how a sawzall is used.
That's a common car tool, right? You use that to work on cars.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm sawzalling all the time.
yeah.
People are
So
like,
that's
my car
definitely
door
a
won't open.
word
I'm
I've
like, let me get my sawzall.
I've definitely heard that word before, and I'm positive Rick isn't making it up to fuck with you and me, Jake.
The sawzall?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
so
it's like a brand term for a reciprocating saw. Like,
I think we can debunk this
Mhm.
sawzall thing by going back and seeing what the grade the teeth are.
Yeah, we
on
need
the
to see.
saw. Was that metal or wood? Because then we'll know.
It could be a wood sawzall, in which case it would do nothing against Decepticon
Yeah,
friends.
we follow a strict evidence-based practice for determining facts on this show.
When it comes to
Once upon a
Transformers,
time.
my God.
What? You're not a boy. He's a man. You're a woman. Stop.
He's
pretending.
gonna. Oh, here's the inciting incident for him quote manning up. Is
Oh,
that
great.
Talk
she
through the
calls him
radio?
a boy. There
Great.
we go.
Also, every one of these clips owned by Paramount. They didn't have to pay anything. They only drew from Paramount Films for the clips.
And some of them will be done by a voice actor when they don't have the rights to it. Who is God damn it, I got it pulled up here. Mark Ryan.
That's what people say to each other. That's how people talk.
50 years from now, don't you want to be able to say you got into a transforming car?
And what is this knockoff Goo Goo
I mean,
Dolls?
like,
music?
no.
I
Jesus.
would though.
I had a friend who got the last friend who got in the car never came back. So no, I don't think I will regret it.
I convinced
They never came back.
I convinced the ex-love of my life to jump into a machine that might crush her
Yeah.
by telling her she was a wuss.
Yeah, come
That was a pretty
on,
good driver.
pussy, get in the car.
Don't you want to be able to say you got into the car and then got squished in 50 years?
This movie kind of sucks, but
Oh God, you don't even know how much it's gonna suck.
Okay.
Maybe.
Come on.
Hey,
Maybe you should sit on my
maybe.
lap.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like no, it's like
Thank you,
they have
Forrest,
fun with
for
it. 'cause
offering my
See?
lap.
That's better.
oh, Lord.
she's gonna tell him like right now.
Yeah,
Right
but
now,
it's not.
she cracked it open. This isn't bad.
Jesus
The
Christ.
car's
Yes, it
listening
is.
to her.
Car. Yeah.
It is
How-
terrible.
how are
Okay, so
they-
like,
It's trash.
where are we
They're
now?
sit-
We
they're
were not
sitting
in this
so
tunnel a
weirdly.
second ago.
I
Clearly,
didn't think
we
we
were
were, but
outside.
hey, you know.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
drop
Drop
him
your
she's
pissed
off.
him
just-
off.
She just dissed Bumblebee.
So this is another cool practical car effect when it's up on two wheels. They
They
really filmed this.
sensitive.
Oh, that's cool.
Now the
Yeah,
car is gonna show off for her. Yeah, because
And you get this
right.
music from Kill Bill.
the
Like, I
car
can't
is pretty
believe-
cool. Go ahead, Ray.
I'm just gonna say this Kill Bill music. This always kind of stuck out to me. I was like, Jesus, Michael Bay, you have no ideas of your own, do you?
Oh, no. But Sam's saying the car is pretty sensitive. He spends the rest of his time in these films just verbally abusing this car. Once again, I
So
want to
if there's an iconic scene from this movie, it's this one here. You get the arrival of the Autobots music. You get to see the protoforms land on the Earth. This isn't bad. This is more stuff I like in this movie, like the opening scene and this. Really great.
But why did Bumblebee get here first, and the Autobots
He was
are
already
just
here for
now
years.
arriving?
We watched him in that
It's
movie,
sort of
Bumblebee.
like you had to wait until 2018 Bumblebee to find out. But
Oh, right, son of a bitch! I forgot those are supposed to kind of tie in. Except the Autobots are also in that movie. Sorry. Spoilers. Don't listen to me. We won't cut it out, but cut it.
We won't cut it out. We
won't
can't cut it out.
I can't cut it out.
No, actually, I think Bumblebee is unconnected to this, except for that one producer.
Well, he turns into a Camaro at the end of that movie, so I don't know what you're talking about.
A completely different Camaro, right?
That's just a reference. But they do.
You mean the famous
they do
Volkswagen Transformer
establish-
Bumblebee?
They do establish in the Michael Bay timeline that Bumblebee, he was fighting Nazis and stuff.
No, they definitely show that
Oh,
in
God, they
in
do.
Transformers 5, I think.
So he's been around for a while.
Oh, man.
So what year did Bumblebee, that live action movie, come out?
2018.
2018?
Okay.
It came out in December of 2018. It was originally slated for a summer release in 2018, but then they held it back for 6 months.
It's from
Yeah,
the
I like
Before
the-
Four Times.
Oh yeah.
All of this is
Also,
from the
Jazz
Before
is
Four
going to turn
Times.
into a Pontiac Solstice, and within 2 years of this movie's release, the Pontiac company would be eliminated through General Motors bankruptcy.
Oh, how'd that happen?
All right.
Capitalism is a bitch, man.
Oh, well, I was expecting you to tell us about how CODs work, Rick, but fine.
Also, how deep was that pool? I want to know. Like, that thing crawled
Extreme.
out
like
of it.
60 feet
It was like
deep.
a 40-foot deep pool.
As everything, it's as deep as it
Almost
needs
like
to
everything
be.
in every house outside has a massive amount of exterior lighting. Like, why are these trees lit up?
Jesus.
What
How
are
is
you
a
doing?
giant robot hiding behind a tree?
I don't know,
And
but
he
that's
just
the thing that's
drives-
going to happen so many
I
times.
guess that horrible, like, piece of shit dad has that big ass truck because he's a piece of shit. That's why.
I do like.
Oh, who's this?
That's
Oh, God.
that.
I want.
I
the
think that's,
Protoform
Leader
Optimus
One.
Toy,
Ultra Magnus? That's
even
got to
though
be
I think
Ultra
he looks
Magnus,
stupid.
right? Because
They would virtually perfect that design as a transforming toy 2 years after this movie with the leader class Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. That toy is still legendary. It's amazing. And I have a full collection of the 2007 movie toys. Yeah, this is great. For a long time, like this music and seeing this, it would move me to tears. I just loved it.
How do we feel about this transformation? Does it look good? You
Looks
guys think?
great. Looks amazing.
Looks
Still
great.
looks amazing.
it takes forever. But it's
CG
his-
doesn't look this
it's
good
his
anymore.
first
Look at
time.
everywhere the light reflects off of Optimus. CG just doesn't look this good anymore.
Yeah, it looks
They're
pretty good.
spending massive amounts of money right now. Like this is $50 million, right?
There are some now. I just want to be. I want to be very honest here. There are movies where it is way better than this, but not in these films, and not often with characters of this style anymore.
Look at how much the light reflects off of Optimus's face. It's beautiful. And yeah, you get Peter Cullen.
Yeah.
Which I gotta say, this was sort of a return for Peter Cullen. He hadn't been in Transformer stuff since 1987. So it was 20 years you didn't hear Peter Cullen's voice as Optimus
It
Prime.
was
and then he
mostly
comes
Gary
back.
Culk for those 20 years.
Yeah, it's mostly Gary Chalk. Yeah. Did you call him Gary Culk?
Jazz
Gary
is
Cole.
Is
doing
it now
weird.
Gary Culk? Is
It's
it
doing
now
little-
Culk?
Why? Why was
If we ever
Jazz
get him
doing
on the show,
backflips?
nobody correct me.
It's-
Hulk?
Then Ratchet's about to say something ridiculous.
Oh, look at Yellow Ratchet.
Yay!
That was-
Hey!
Yeah, there's too much stupid horniness in these movies. I hate Michael Bay for it.
Penises. The word of the day is penis.
Yeah, I took my kids to see this.
Oh, you don't even
there's
know.
like I remember showing my little godson this movie on DVD, and they in a few minutes we're gonna get to the scene where Sam gets asked if he was masturbating, and I remember watching this movie with him and like kind of like cringing and looking over at him like, oh god, does he know what this means? I don't want to explain anything.
Yeah, right?
Also, I've never
Jesus.
understood this. What is this? What is Optimus doing here?
Hologram?
Like, is he really creating some sort of hologram? What is going on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And we get to see Cybertron here, which is weird because you won't see it again for a while.
Cool. I want more of this.
But what is
Ah,
this? Like,
I don't know.
is
But
even the Transformers holograms transform.
it sure does look like something from StarCraft. Or a Magic. Oh, you know what? That looks like a straight up several Magic the Gathering cards.
Ah,
No!
this is all
no.
pretty cool looking. It looks cool.
The evil
It's Guar.
archaeologist is gonna die. What a horrible fate.
They spent all this money like filming this snowy ice cave. They had to use it, but really, like, this adds nothing to the fucking movie. They could have cut all this shit.
I wonder if any of this is borrowed from the ice cave in Fight Club.
This is like a set piece. What's that?
I don't know. It's just bad movie making. Michael Bay is terrible. Accidentally activated his navigation system.
How do they know this? They weren't here.
Yeah, that's a great
So
point. That's a great point, Wolfie. Like, how
Recorded
does
in
he know
Hive
that?
Mind?
Yeah. The Cybertron and
Well, why did that happen? Why were
And
they?
sending all this information back.
it was imprinted on the glasses, which would have killed Sam's.
I guess they've accessed the internet, and so that's why they know this story. I guess, even though they just got here. Like, I guess. I don't know. It's very stupid.
I don't
There's-
think we
This
need
looks dope.
2 yellow robots, though.
What if we
And
have
that's why they
5?
would change Ratchet's color for the next movie
No,
to a more.
It's I guess it's more green. No, it's the third
it's
movie
more-
that they change it.
I think it's the second one that they start switching
No,
them.
he's more
slightly
green
more
in the third
green.
one, but no, it's the same color in the second movie.
Well, that is the reason they do it, though, because they didn't want 2 yellow characters.
And also, you notice Ironhide's
skin.
black, not red. There are no red Transformers at this point. Optimus has some red on him, but he's just as much
There's no
blue as he
red
is red.
Transformers, and that's because they were like, it's too hard to make red, guys.
Also, like, at that scene there with
I
his
guess.
donut, there's a flip in the layer of the DVD, and it always pauses on the DVD right there at that donut. Like, it's,
Have we checked the
Yeah.
clock on these cuts? Did we check the clock on these cuts? Because that would have been really funny.
I hate the whole plate.
Because they were just
I
showing
just- I
time
gotta-
passing.
I gotta
but
have my, I gotta talk street in this movie.
I got
so
a feeling. I've got a feeling they did not actually change the time on the clock.
Oh yeah, no, that'll be fun to go back and look at, but somehow I doubt it. They can't even keep the day and night square,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
It's just always right now in these movies.
Like, Glenn is just Forrest.
It's like
I'm just sitting at home playing video games.
it's like the
watching my
Simpsons
grandma.
Spaceballs.
Yep. Got to have a yelling black guy in your Michael Bay movie. Michael Bay thinks that's hilarious.
And a white lady that is trying to manage him.
Good God.
Now, are you following this? You need to know this. This is important. Otherwise, you won't understand the movie.
No.
I don't believe you.
I have no background or any character information about this.
Nobody came here for any of this. We all came here. We just show us the robots that turn into cars.
Yeah, give me
they
the
fight
robots.
each other.
I want them to fight.
If you move it around enough, it's just confusing at first blush, and nobody will notice that this is fucking nonsense.
I don't know.
I think sometimes J.J. Abrams does the same fucking thing. Like when you're talking about it from like a structural standpoint, there's just a big mess of shit. But if you keep moving, people will not notice that it's just shit moving around everywhere. Just
really
like the
like,
Transformers' bodies themselves in this film.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to scrape the grill.
But Sam, you're a strong alpha male.
Clearly, like, this is two grown men talking to each other. This is not a son talking to his father.
It's kind of reminds me of like the scenes. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind.
Wish I had a dad like Sam. Yeah, I love his dad so much.
Say the weird thing, Jake.
Yeah, Kevin Dunn is great.
Well, it might offend you particularly, Whoopi. I was just thinking this scene kind of reminds me of those scenes in Stranger Things where Dustin's like talking to his mom.
Oh no, yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Yes. No, I'm not offended. But the thing is that like that culturally that is a thing that like young guys do.
Works way better in Stranger Things though. But
feelings are for lying about to your parents.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and also yeah.
We love Chihuahuas, right, Rick?
Sam Witwicky doesn't have
lubricants all over my foot.
Chihuahuas are the official dog of Talking Over Transformers.
I think that's probably fair.
Oh, I really like that scene just because of all that complimenting of Chihuahuas.
That's weird. I've never read the subtitles on that. The subtitles say "my foot's gonna rust," but I always heard "that's gonna rust." So I don't know.
And I feel like Chihuahua.
What's with all this lighting outside? What does everybody have like massive amounts of lighting outside their house?
Well, clearly they do because they're rich and they don't want any of those pesky blacks to get in.
I think what happened is
black people hate lights.
That Michael Bay sees composition and like visual comp and lighting as baby shit. And he is anti-art. I don't know if you know that, Rick, but he is very anti-art. So just light
what
it.
About like so? I was
light it
watching,
like a set.
Yeah, it's definitely he's. It's like I have no intentions of making this a real place. Sam Witwicky just has 8 million skateboards on the wall. Why? Because that's what I think teenagers do.
He's got Michael Bay has facial blindness, but for scenery. And geography.
I was watching some video that they made a pretty fun point about how this Optimus, it's like stepping on planters and saying my bad and like, you know, doing that shit. Like it's sort of like the G1 Optimus that was a little more goofy. And I was like, well, I don't think it was intentional, but I could see their point. Who's gonna pay for that? I love that.
Yeah,
guy.
I disagree with that point though, because he doesn't play ball once.
No, he does not. There's no basketball. Oops.
I think
Optimus goes, oops.
I think that they're behaving that way because Sam needs to be in the driver's
Look, Optimus
seat,
is frustrated.
So to speak.
He puts his hand up on his face like, ugh.
In order to make Sam Witwicky the powerful character, all the other characters have to be subject to what he says, I think. Like these motherfuckers obviously have reasons to be doing things right now and not hanging out at Sam Witwicky's fucking house. They don't need him. They just don't.
Everybody hates the parents in these movies. I think that like they're
What do you
generally
they
really
do?
good. I think they're funny.
They
I
hate
like
the
them.
parents.
Yeah, the parents get so much hate in these movies.
What the fuck?
No, the
That
only
dad
person
is
you
the
should
most
hate is
charming
Sam.
father in movies. Jesus Christ! Did you watch him? Did you just see him just scramble to get under that table without
He's great.
spilling?
He's
But
great.
he's not an alpha male. He's a beta.
Mm.
He's not a strong man.
No,
And I
it's
guess Sam
full
Witwicky is more of a
spotlights.
fucking
Jesus
Sigma or
Christ.
some shit. It's coming off the hinges.
He's counting.
So,
Sam, what
this
are
one
all
back.
those spotlights that are shining into your room and moving around?
It's like none of this is reality. Do people walk like does your mom walk around with a bat to your room
What
so that she can
is that light?
what's going
it's
on?
Still
Oh, he's got a-
shining in there.
I didn't realize the dad also has like a full-on halogen or whatever. That looks like it's
Again,
being
look how
digitally
goddamn
added, actually.
bright that light is.
No, it's not.
This
It's shining
entire
on his chest.
town.
Were you
Yeah.
masturbating? That's in the fucking
How is she
the
not lit by
subtitles.
this light, by the way? When we switch, did you see that? She's not lit by this thing at all.
like this whole scene. They don't just move on. They're like, let's keep talking about masturbating for another
There
Yeah,
is
right?
zero continuity. It's so that you forget what's going on, I think. Like, who the fuck knows? Now we're talking about masturbating, and it makes everybody mildly
parents.
uncomfortable and a little cringe. And then you
How
don't
are these
need-
giant robots hiding? I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, Kevin
It's
Dunn's
just
great.
the occasional
What are they-
earthquake. They're giant robots.
What are they?
I love Oliver
touching
Stone's
the
Nixon's
house.
Kevin Dunn.
What the fuck is the movie doing right now? We're doing a scene from Little
This
Monsters
is a
with
good
giant
shot.
robots.
This is a very good
It's a
shot,
great
though.
shot.
I like this
Is
shot.
it
When
all
they're
just
knocking those
this
light
shot?
bulbs around, it looks great.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Optimus
They-
is like Spider-Manning himself out on the house.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
fun.
that shot
That's
so
fun.
much.
Although, like they
That
did
really
guys.
turned
like,
me around on the whole scene.
I don't know,
honestly.
man. We spent 10% of the budget for that instead of them fighting Megatron. So,
Yeah, this scene's way too long.
There's no Megatron fight?
Yeah.
well, there is, but not, they should be fighting by now.
Michael Bay?
And then she just rises like Nosferatu over here.
Oh, it's just a girl in his bedroom. He's not masturbating.
I completely forgot she was there.
You know what? You're gonna feel that way about her, and then eventually by the third movie, Michael Bay's gonna feel that way about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was not available to him.
All right, now if you thought this movie was bad, it's getting a whole lot worse right now. Because John
Yay!
Turturro just
What do you
showed
do?
up.
In
Wait,
which way?
I don't see how that's getting worse because it's John Turturro.
Okay, I like
Is
John
the power
Turturro.
out? I can't tell if the power's out or not.
It's
It wasn't a
Is
second
it
ago.
supposed to be?
Well,
Twice,
remember
or-
when they were up against the house?
Right, he
Bumblebee was
had
knocking
that-
those light bulbs around and shit.
They
He has that
recorded
lamp.
part of this not knowing if they wanted the power to be out.
Oh no, the power's back on.
Oh, good.
So her jacket just disappeared. For some
Honestly,
reason.
like I John Turturro's hilarious in this, but he's a comic character in a movie full of people who are like they like I don't know. Like
John
he's
Turturro's
overacting
the
in
only
a
one
way
who
that
knows what we're
it
doing
sticks
here.
out. Yeah, he's the only one who's like, I'm in a comedy movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get
the
your hands off
Transformers.
my bush.
The
Yeah,
Transformers. Oh wow. Yeah, unfortunately, dear readers, we're not going to be able to stay away from the sexual politics of Transformers because Michael Bay made it so that they are just filled with it.
You mean do Transformers get pregnant, etc.?
No, the power dynamics between
Oh, I see.
men and women, and what gets made fun of and what doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Also, sometimes they do, Jake. Sometimes they do. It's called budding. Also, there was that time
Bud?
in the IDW comics where there was a Transformer that had a human Transformer hybrid baby in their chest for a little while.
I don't understand why the Transformers are radioactive.
Because they're from outer space?
They got to make it so they you can find it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a narrative.
Why aren't they using
cheat,
like a?
I guess I don't know.
Why aren't they using like an electromagnetic pump or something to find the Transformers?
I'm more bothered by the fact that they had that dog walking when it has a cast.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're saying your car is trans?
It's fine because it came back. Oh, I kind of like that line.
You want to cut that?
Just so everybody knows, the Transformers, they're kind of they transform.
Well, I mean, yeah, Transformers are very gay.
I mean, it's a race of mostly male robots, right? There's like,
It's a race of mostly
4
male
female
robots.
robots, and they're all stuck on
Yeah.
Cybertron. So,
or in the IDW comics, they're all just like stranded on a planet, and they won't come in until years into your continuity because one guy is like, I don't think that there should be lady Transformers.
what about Simon Furman just making RC as just was
Fucking-
male, and then I ruined her by making her female.
I
Oh,
ruined
God.
her by making her female in an incredibly transphobic story. Ugh, fuck Simon Furman.
Fuck Simon Furman.
I mean, you know, respect to everything incredible that he's added to the continuity of it, but just fuck that. He turned into a hack.
Oh, this is you're talking IDW stuff?
yeah. Well,
Okay.
also he was a Marvel G1 guy too.
Yeah.
And I don't know
what like as Transformers. It's just it's also he kept writing.
This isn't bad. You got Optimus Prime doing Optimus Prime stuff here.
I do think that these movies do relegate the feminine-oriented
This
Transformers
looks so good. Look at the
uh,
robots just gymnasticking all over the place. They're awesome.
espionage and what have you.
Oh, I mean, we don't really even get a female Transformer for like
Isn't it-
4 movies.
Well,
What?
RC
Isn't
was
there one-
slated to be in this movie. Like, what I forget what maybe Jazz or
We get the
Ironhide. One of them was not supposed to be in here, and it was going to be RC. There's an RC design, a toy. It was going to happen, and then Michael Bay was like, "Girl Transformers, I don't know."
I don't know. Sounds kind of woke.
Kind of, that's what he said.
You know what? You know what though? He missed out because what he could have done is have the female Transformer and Megan Fox having a like body shame contest, because that's what you do when there's 2 attractive female characters in the film.
What about how
Yeah.
Sam's all
He missed
pissed off
out.
at Megan Fox now because he found out his like she's like got a criminal record, and he's like, "Well, you're trash to me now. Get away from me."
You're trash to me now.
Like he did a total 180. Like
Yeah.
he did his whole like all we know about Sam Witwicky is that he's been trying to get with this girl this whole time, and
Yeah, he's like, oh.
then he finds out one thing about her, and he's like, "Oh God, never mind."
I didn't realize you had a personality and stuff. Yeah.
I do think it's funny that the like one point of like class consciousness in this movie comes from Megan Fox's character.
Oh look, Bumblebee's gonna piss on him. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
We waited like so long for a live action Transformers movie, and that's what we get. Is Bumblebee reaching down to his crotch and fucking pissing on John?
How
Turturro.
is that the first time I've seen that scene?
Oh,
I don't know.
It's not. We talked
it's
about
iconic.
it.
I think by this
gasoline?
point in the movie, I just normally just check out.
I want to think I like it's a clip-on tie. That's funny. Like
S7.
He's got a Sector 7. Yeah, he's got a Sector 7 wife
What is
beater on.
that? Why are we stripping all the way down?
Because he has gas or pee.
He's got
'Cause
soft
there's a
garters
child in
too.
front of him.
Lubrication. It's just lubricant. Wait, what? Oh, they're all.
Oh, thank God that somebody in that Sector 7 is competent. Because John Turturro just got rolled.
Sure did.
More
There's
poses.
I like the
What?
Transformers have just cool magical powers, which is fun. I like that.
Well,
Yeah.
Ratchet was it Ratchet that did that? He usually has an EMP blast.
No, that was Ironhide that did that.
Ironhide usually has an EMP blast. I stand by that.
Also, like, this is I don't like this stupid scene because the physics of it make no sense, but it is sort of cool to see Optimus like do what he's about, just run through the streets and do some. But also, like, how big is he? Because like now they're on his shoulder. It doesn't. None of this makes sense.
They can change size. That's a known Transformer ability.
These Transformers literally are configured in a Lovecraftian nonsense way. Like, it's just like you lose track of what's happening or what's going on with their bodies. So there's no way that these kids aren't just dead because of the movement of his arms now.
They should be. In fact, Optimus is going to drop one from this bridge here in a few minutes and then kick him like to break the fall, and it should kill him.
And kick him?
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. So Optimus is hiding underneath the fall. Okay,
That's
he's
great.
hiding underneath this bridge right here, which this looks kind of neat, right? Like he's doing this. This looks good.
Yeah.
You know, this is the LA River. They're flying helicopters down below that bridge, which I think they have to get special permits for. And then there's Optimus hanging out there, and like he's gonna drop one of the kids, and then he's gonna kick him.
Well, which one? I hope it's
fall.
It better be Sam, because he's gonna have it coming for the rest of his
I think it's Michaela. I don't fucking remember.
Oh, now I'm
there. There's Michaela.
Here we go.
All right, and he's gonna kick her. He's straight up gonna fucking boot her. It's wild. Look at this. Boot.
Jesus Christ!
Thank God he did that.
Oh, right, glasses.
So right,
Yeah.
remember
Yeah,
the glasses.
Yeah.
They had to go back and
did
film
not
that
remember
like
the
6
glasses.
weeks later.
I legitimately forgot about this.
Realistic
Yeah.
military response here. They're gonna shoot these kids with a giant gun. Wait,
Well,
is that a
no?
is that
it's
a
not
net?
the realist response because they would have done that.
They would have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
yeah, okay, we still got CG Bumblebee getting tortured here, but we're about to see an interesting fiberglass prop that they use to save money in the movie.
Yeah, gotta say, helicopter having that kind of pole on a giant machine that's that size, absolutely not.
Okay, still CG Bumblebee, but after they start hitting him with these the freeze ray or whatever, he's gonna turn into just a fiberglass prop. Where's the fiberglass prop? There it is. That's the fiberglass. That's the physical fiberglass prop. That's not Bumblebee.
Yeah. So what do we think? Is Bumblebee like what, 3 tons, maybe more, because he's made out of living metal or something?
I don't know. I have no idea. What is the physics of this?
Maybe
Why is he
more.
a Camaro?
Taken down by one helicopter.
He's called Bumblebee. He should be a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that like just a fuck you at the beginning where they were like right
Yes.
next to the
That was
Oh
a
yeah,
fuck you.
yeah.
Yes.
It was like, hey,
Yeah.
do you remember that thing you liked? We don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number one fucking complaint about Bumblebee ever being a Camaro. His name is Bumblebee.
And also, Bumblebee spends the rest of these films just being the object of disdain too. So,
Also,
but we love him, but we hate him. He's a piece of shit.
how does a Cybertronian know what a Bumblebee is? Like,
Well, they have a lot of
as
those
a
on
car
Cybertron. How do you think?
nickname
What do you
and
think?
as an animal?
What do you think pollinates the flowers on Cybertron? It's Jesus.
I never, I hadn't thought of that.
Cyber bees.
Just
Cyber bees.
Bumblebee.
Cybees.
I don't know. They have to reverse engineer.
How big? Yeah, exactly.
any
I don't
question
understand this.
they
How
think they
big are
need to
the
answer?
like? They were on his shoulder and they were barely bigger than the smokestack, and now like he can just pick the glasses up in his hands. Like
Those are big
those
glasses.
glasses should be. They should be like the size of an ant or something to us. Like they should be
Yeah.
tiny.
The
That
glasses are
might
huge.
be that might be one of the more like effective like signs that he knows some of the movie magic, because you could just nonsense it. But I don't think it's as though like if you made the glasses or whatever the right size with him that it would make it any less cool. It's just that he feels the need to cheat, and that's the way he designs the movie.
I love how John Voight at every turn is mishandling this Transformers thing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like
Yeah,
a
it's really-
guy with secret knowledge just walked in and he's like, "Yeah, beat it."
Uh-huh. Really messing up his re-election chances here.
Yeah.
What do you mean secret knowledge?
I think he is a bit. I think Bay is a bit of a libertarian.
I cannot
You
pick up this
think?
phone and call my family.
Well, that's
Hold on. You
that's why he
think-
has that's why he has the
Hold-
disdain for the government. It's not because he thinks the system's unjust.
Well, there's a full long scene describing Romeo and Juliet laws in one of these movies, and you think Michael Bay might be a libertarian?
I didn't know that was explicitly libertarian. I thought that was just part of his
Well,
like.
I
Well, now.
It's I'm not saying it's explicitly a libertarian.
It's not necessarily
view.
a tenet of libertarianism per se.
Every one of your libertarian friends do know age of
Whoa!
consent laws for every state. Probably.
My libertarian.
Oh, well, our libertarian friends. Yes.
Who are those?
The royal your.
Yeah.
Which one of us can stand to be around them?
Obviously.
The royal your.
And now they know it.
Oh yeah, the nonsense about how computers and hacking work.
Look, you know what? It's 2007. Americans are we're completely baffled by the iPhone at this point. We don't know what's going on.
I bet my ridiculous government salary.
My ridiculous government salary.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't be earning because people
Which
in
I-
government shouldn't get paid.
I know it's ridiculous, and I bet all of it on this.
What time of day is it?
I, a government employee.
That's my favorite game of this movie is just play what time of day is it? Because it's unknowable.
It's always night time.
Hey, I wonder what kind of Bismol that is.
Pepto.
If only the label was turned to camera. I assume that was a true product placement.
Pepto Bismol sponsorship.
There's been a lot of. There's that big Burger King. There's been some of that so far.
It's like that.
It's only like the fact that all the vehicles are General Motors vehicles is
Yeah.
like it's nothing but a big product placement. Like they subsidize the cost of this movie by having the government give them a bunch of access to free military shit and General Motors providing a bunch of free vehicles. This is pretty cool. I until I watched this movie, I didn't really understand the geography of the Hoover Dam, and this movie does a nice job of making a travelogue into the Hoover Dam. There's that fiberglass prop again. That's a practical effect. And we're here. This is the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles.
I like knowing how much of this is practical. That's fun, at least.
Very little.
Please let this. I've come from another planet to come here. I hope this fucking works.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was anything practical in this.
Why did
before.
they ever need Sam Witwicky?
What about Bumblebee?
What about Bumblebee?
Yeah, there's the practical. Like none of this is CG. This is all practical. This is CG, of course, but
Oh, here we go. Soldiers, brave soldier. We get fuck Bumblebee. We got to do the mission. He'll die in vain. Meanwhile, he's being tortured.
yeah, I don't
But
know. There's
also-
some. So we're obviously it's the middle of the day right now. We're shooting at the Hoover Dam, which
Is
this
that
is cool.
obvious?
This is a big crane shot. The camera's like dangling over the edge of the dam. This is before drone. There's no aerial drone shots in this movie. They didn't have that yet. So
Yeah.
So
That would've
it's all
saved a bunch of
crane
money.
shots and stuff like that. Helicopters.
He's got to open his chest to let the other Transformers know where the spark is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shove the cube in my spark. That'll work.
Also, I forgot to mention this earlier. I hate these faces. These are fucking hideous.
The Megatron face or
Bullshit.
the Optimus faces?
All of them. No, Wolfie's
All
right.
of
These,
them.
none of these.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. Jazz looks okay, I guess, but the
I
rest of the
don't-
faces are horrible.
I don't feel like I've seen Jazz's face up close, but they all look.
Well, like, it
they
has,
all
like, a
look
battle
nasty
mask
as fuck.
And a visor. So
But they
it
just don't make sense for the viewer. Like it's just like what it looks.
Is that
it
Joe
looks
Biden?
weird.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
is.
god, it is Joe Biden.
Joe Brandon. Where?
Right there. Oh, you missed it.
Hey, it's John Turturro again. Everybody loves John Turturro.
Yeah, you
I
can tell. You can tell it's not Biden because he's not wearing aviators.
Barton Fink's John
Or
Turturro.
is he wearing aviators?
Yeah.
Deference is John Turturro.
Secret Garden, Secret Windows, John Turturro.
The Big
Transformers:
Lebowski,
Revenge
John
of the Fall is
Turturro.
John Turturro.
Yeah, don't fuck up with the
Clockers
Jesus.
is John Turturro.
We'll talk about your car. He's like, what? Does it need a new transmission? Ugh, fuck. I should have got the extended warranty.
Yeah. Try to told you. Try to yep.
That's how I'm at work. I'll say, walk with me. We'll talk about your car.
I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. I'm assuming I'm not gonna actually miss anything.
Okay,
Ah,
so
fuck, it's Megatron.
this scene
There's
here,
still like another
this
2
Megatron-
hours left of
Literally
this
the
movie.
next
So.
Oh, yeah, don't
scene.
worry. Yeah, you're not missing a
I
thing.
just had the same problem. I wanted to do something
Fuck.
and
I picked the
realized
wrong
my
time.
mistake immediately.
Okay, so this Megatron prop, the legs are practical, and then it goes to CG about halfway up the robot.
Okay. About
Yeah.
half of a practical transformer.
I know
Honestly,
we've talked
like,
about it a lot before. but-
I'd love to review the original toy line for this movie because it's like they're
100%.
not about it figured out yet, but they're a lot of fun. There's a ton of great Transformers in this toy line.
Yeah,
Do
so
you have a lot of
please
those?
Contact us.
Oh, I
if
have
you
the
wanna
entire
s-
collection. Yes.
Oh, well, are they in box?
Yeah, are they
I have-
organized in a way that you could easily find them?
Yeah, I could totally do that. But
Well, I think that first we should milk our audience for figures. I probably could have found a different way to say that.
All
Spark?
3 of them.
That's right.
that's what they call them.
Call them all sparks. That's what we call it.
Human technology, yeah, because they need human technology. Fuck
To
off.
take over the universe. The universe. The whole fucking universe.
What, they already transformed. They don't need a goddamn thing. They've got infinite energy supply. Shit. What the
Yes,
fuck?
they
but
need
what
the
they don't
cloud
have-
storage that we have on Earth. They need that.
Yeah, they need the cloud store. And you know what
Somehow-
else? You know what they don't have is bumblebees, and they need them.
And guess what? I think the second movie completely just debunks this bullshit.
It's so weird.
that
Like
they've
there
come up
is
with.
continuity between the movies, but also there's as much shit that contradicts the movie. Like they're just not well thought out. There was no overarching plan. They were making these movies one at a time, and they kind of didn't give a shit. Michael Bay does not give a shit about this franchise.
Yeah,
He's
like,
like, does
look
it
at-
put money in my pocket? That's all.
Look at the giant transforming cube in front of us, and they need human technology, let alone in the fucking early 19 or 18, like sometime in the 1800s. Fuck off. That's dumb.
Like it. Also,
What,
yeah,
they
Future
need a
human
spy
technology.
the
glass?
premise for the Hoover Dam is that it was built around the cube. That's the whole reason we put a dam.
They desperate for the steam engine?
Right.
So, also, this tank here, this was used in a movie, like an Ice Cube movie called Triple X. And then they just used it again in
The
Transformers.
Ice Cube?
The Ice Cube movie, Triple
X?
X. Yes.
You mean the sequel to Triple X with Vin Diesel, right?
No shit, I don't know. I didn't watch any of that shit. I just know the
I didn't
tanks from
either,
Triple X.
but
Yeah, no, there was a triple. It's okay. They're all trash except for like when you're watching Rammstein do their thing on stage. That's kind of cool.
I liked Pitch Black. That's a Vin Diesel movie.
Is that an Ice Cube
Yeah.
movie? I don't know.
No, Vin Diesel.
So
but-
like, I love how that Sector 7 has rigged up. Sector 7 has totally rigged up just a torture box.
Is Pitch Black an Ice Cube movie? Jesus Christ.
That's not Wolverine.
Yeah, well, you know.
He is just me. I'm so angry at Michael Bay for not making him the star.
No, Kia's a real nasty.
You know what?
Kia.
Sorry, Forrest, but he shouldn't even be in the movie. Like, this character should just be cut out of the fucking movie.
No, he should replace what's his name? Sam Witwer Zach. Shia LaBeouf.
Get the Transformer noise again. And they built this little creature just to kill it. Like this is very sick what they're doing here.
That's the U.S. government.
Also, it seems to have Unicron's
Is
head.
it looks kind of like one of the tapes. It's not anything now. It looked almost like one of the tapes, one of the cassettes that I can't remember the name of. Something Wing.
Wing.
That doesn't matter. It's not. It's dead.
Oh, hey, most recognizable star Transformer of all time, Starscream.
Where's Starscream?
He was just on the screen.
Oh, I missed
No, you just might not have recognized him.
him.
Now I understand. He looks like a weird triangle.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I hate the goddamn Starscream design for this movie so much.
Yeah, I was going to bring it up earlier. We've talked about it many times before this podcast, but goddamn, the designs on many of these characters are just nonsense. Like,
Yeah, I
you just-
really just don't understand why anybody would spend money on any of the toys from this.
I do want to see these toys. Like I want to see the Scorp. Or they didn't make a Scorponok. I
yes,
forget
they
now.
did. Yes,
Okay, they did make the Scorponok.
and it's trash.
It doesn't transform.
It does transform into
Okay.
a post with arms.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird little weebly arms or whatever.
Yeah.
They look like weird thrusters for some reason with
You gotta take
squiggly
your
fingers.
car? No, I can't take you to your car. I can drop you off at the bus stop if you like.
I'd almost say we should stop
Oh.
the movie just to watch that short review of Scorponok from the movie.
Ugh,
It's very
pow,
funny.
Oof. Pow. Oh, this looks great. There's a Chevy truck in the back of there. I'm the only one who ever noticed it, but it's definitely there as product placement.
Why do I feel the need to buy a Chevy truck all of a sudden?
Siemens?
Payments?
Music's not really an option for these guys. Like, I hate this like pro-military dumb shit in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, the Secretary of Defense can't tell these soldiers to fuck off. Right.
That's the price you pay for using the U.S. government's shit.
There's
I
that
guess.
practical thing again. Like it.
He can just directly fire them. Like,
Yeah.
he got discharged now. That's a thing I'm pretty sure they can do.
Yeah, can't they be like court-martialed or something for not listening to that guy?
This Bumblebee's battle mask looks pretty cool.
Like,
it looks way better than his regular face. Oh shit! Well, I got to get up then.
They just tortured him. They should all be liquid.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I just find his compassion for Bumblebee in this first film very strange, because he's got nothing but disdain for him later.
Also, like, Bumblebee's about to make the cube like get small so that they could use it in the later, so that Sam Witwicky could carry it in the later scenes of the movie. But it's just mass shifting, and it makes no sense.
Get small.
Get small. It's
Well,
like
he's
that
doing something.
Steve Martin album, Let's Get Small.
Like, explain this. How do they transform in on themselves to the point where they get? It doesn't make a lick of sense.
Get small. I think there's a theoretical way that, like, the mass or whatever can be fine. But,
like, why does the cube have that feature?
Because it's inconvenient to carry.
We need the Air Force and the Navy
and possibly the Marines.
There's an old Army radio console.
I think the way that it transforms makes zero sense, like the folding.
So that shot there where you just see like a tiny bit of the hood closing on Bumblebee, Michael Bay always said like that you always have a turkey shot in your film, but he called that the turkey shot because he was like, we just saved like a ton of money by just implying that Bumblebee transformed there. We didn't actually show it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they do that a lot. But then sometimes they do the transforming shit when it's completely unnecessary. Like,
hey, wait a minute. What's Megatron's first words to the world now that he's woken up? Oh, right. I am Megatron.
Yeah,
because that's what you say when you wake up.
Just in case nobody figured it out the first time.
Although this looks pretty awesome. And I like the way he's going to transform and shoot out of a tunnel in his robo jet mode or whatever the fuck. It looks pretty cool.
I do think.
Forest. Sorry, I dozed off.
Forest.
I do think.
Yeah, this looks cool. I like this. I just like that shot. This looks awesome. This looks great.
The thing with the name is one of the many times that he has to apologize for spending so much time trying to confuse your brain into just going along with what's happening. It's like,
but these designs are so bad. It's been 20 years now, or almost 20 years, and I still don't really like these designs.
Oh yeah, I forgot this movie's like 18 years old at this point. So almost
the CG still holds up. I can't believe how good.
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, there is just tons of visual nonsense.
But pretty nonsense.
Yeah. And I think after watching a lot of Mountain Monsters and Ghost adventures, like, you can kind of feel the rails that the film is on, and the kind of like, we're throwing shit at you, like, you know, and it's got less room to do that because it's not fucking Star Trek, right?
Wait, what time of day is it now?
So you learn more about filmmaking by watching bad shit like Mountain Monsters.
How about this? This is a practical effect. They turned the semi around in the street. That looks fucking sick.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
those Fast and the Furious movies don't have anything on Michael Bay's ability to capture cars doing car tricks. Like,
You know what'd be fun is if they managed to like jackknife the thing and turn that into a transformation. But I don't think that happens. Right?
barricades at the door. That'll stop them for sure. That the enormous metal door wasn't stopping him, but this table will.
I don't know. I feel like he didn't need
Put some rounds in it.
glass. They probably could have opened.
That's the Secretary of Defense right there.
That door.
With a shotgun.
With a shotgun.
Yeah.
He's Voight with a shotgun.
We're gonna have a Secretary of Defense that knows how to use a shotgun, I assume.
Well, he'll swing it around and shoot it in any case. I don't know.
Yeah, we can believe that right up until he like blows off one of his own limbs with the thing.
Yeah.
Well, but it happened, just so you know, it's gonna happen while he's cleaning it. And that's the only time firearm incidents with men happen is when they're cleaning the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And we're
Yeah,
doing
we
it
know
You know
that.
what? Okay, so this is an LA freeway. They have it blocked off. There are actually people like doing the OJ thing over the overpasses, like watching the movie happen and screaming and shit because they know what's happening. There's a ton of practical effects being done here.
This guy is fun.
This shit looks awesome. See all those people on that bridge? They were all there to watch the filming of the movie.
Well, this guy's name Mine Layer.
No, it's Bone Crusher.
Oh.
And this looks so good.
Why
Man,
does he
this
know
looks
what
good.
bones are?
I never liked the physics of that, though. It just doesn't make any sense. So this bus, they actually blew up. That was a real bus that they split in half and blew up.
Looks good.
This is a great shot right here.
I like that it went in half.
This
That
looks
looked cool.
awesome.
Like, and a transformer using a part of its like vehicle anatomy as a weapon.
So this is the thing that is Michael Bay. These Michael Bay movies. No. Okay.
What? I'm sorry. Go on. I
was gonna say this is
that.
the thing that works about these movies, and
Yeah, the
nothing
robot
else.
fights are pretty good. Like,
yeah.
the problem with this first movie is that Michael Bay really he was trying to hide the robots but to save CGI, so like the camera moves around a lot and it's hard to see stuff. It would get better in later movies. I
was about to say, oh look, this is they're gonna make sense of these bodies, and then Optimus punches Bone Crusher and like parts of his face shift, and it's just like, well, then it's not a face, it's just a bunch of loose parts. Which is how these things are designed, as a bunch of loose parts. So they don't really even, I think, if you look at it like that, where it's just a bunch of loose parts that slide over each other, they don't really transform. They just slide things around into different configurations.
Yeah.
Right? Like the parts aren't shifting.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fudging in the transformations. You can't follow them. They don't make any sense. Oh shit. Yeah, you get a swear word there. There's not a lot of swearing in this movie. A lot of F-22 shots. You don't get a lot of that before this movie. The F-22 was pretty secret at that point.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, not the kill box. Oh shit, we're back to the kill box 1 Alpha again.
Oh god.
So this is clearly Los Angeles, but they're just saying it's Mission City. Like they just and there's scenes also shot in Detroit and stuff. So like this whole city's sort of a composite of other stuff.
We should go down to the pawn shop, Rhonda's pawn shop. Dinosaur. I'm sorry. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. All of these motherfuckers, all military guys know what a fucking walkie-talkie is.
Yeah, right? Come on.
Fuck, that's the stupidest shit. That's the dumb improvised line.
What's this thing I'm talking into? I don't know anything.
Oh no, it's not a futuristic sat radio comm phone thing. Like fuck, those are shut up. That's dumb.
Trying to make a movie.
Honestly, like I definitely kind of like this final battle it's gonna take another 40 minutes or whatever, but it's pretty great.
Oh god, look at that face. What the fuck was that?
It was a little piggish. I don't know.
Was that Ratchet?
Yeah, he's supposed to look like a bull or something.
Okay.
That truck being lifted, that box truck being lifted, that's a practical effect. They used a hydraulic ram to lift that truck up.
He
Kirby
looked like a
product
pug.
placement?
Oh, what is happening here? We're having a golden hour moment.
There.
I just realized we've gone this whole movie and we haven't talked about Shia LaBeouf at all. In like a
Good.
him outside of the movie
Good.
way.
Good.
Wait, which one is he?
He's one of these kids. I don't know. I can't tell them apart. Honestly. They're all treated the same by the camera, I assume.
Okay, come on, Bumble.
Wait, is Megan Fox in a schoolgirl outfit now? Is that
I
what I
hope
just
not.
saw? Oh my
She's
god.
in like a Sailor Moon outfit.
Which is based on a Japanese scroll core uniform.
The fuck? Poor Megan Fox.
Oh, it's just a hoodie that looks like that. I thought they had her in a skirt or something a minute
Oh, okay.
ago.
Oh, the puzzle box?
Oh, hey. That thing looks way smaller.
Oh man, this scene is
No.
great. This is so good.
All right,
With
who's this black truck?
slow
Yeah,
motion.
that's pretty cool.
That's Ironhide. He's doing this like flip with his things. This
Oh,
lady starts
with the-
screaming.
Yeah.
It's all in slow mo. You actually get to see something here. Like it
Dead.
looks really good. And this scene of Jazz jumping onto the tank here, this is reminiscent of the Transformers the movie where is it Cup grabs onto Blitzwing?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the same thing. It
I
was
thought that
inspired
looked
by
familiar.
it. Yeah. So they call
I
that's
cannot
the toy is
tell
called
what's
Brawl, but in
happening.
the movie they call the tank guy Devastator, which whatever. They
Okay.
would regret that later. So but the Brawl is what we call him. Like he's Brawl. This tow truck, I like this is not how hot wiring works. I love the idea that there's just bare wires waiting underneath the dashboard for you to strike.
Yeah,
together
they're
so
just
you can
hanging,
start.
waiting. Yeah. Red goes to red. Connect in case of emergency.
I really dislike how easy it is to dismember Transformers in these movies.
Why wouldn't it be?
A lot of the destroyed cars that are you see in this scene are actually just junked cars from Katrina that they brought in for the film and
Really?
used to blowing up. Yep.
Because they're made of metal, Forrest.
Yeah, but in like every Transformers media, they're very easily.
Oh,
Oh, he just ripped Jazz in half, and he says a
Remembered.
pretty good line where
What is
Jazz
it?
says, "You want a piece of me?" And Megatron goes, "No, I want two," and then he tears him in half. So
Ah.
also,
Which
why
is
is
pretty
Jazz
good.
so tiny there? Like,
I think they're trying to imply how big Megatron is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then Megatron should be able to just kind of rip Optimus in half, right?
Well,
Am I confused?
Optimus is.
Because they were like 2/3 of Optimus's size, and Megatron just had Jazz in both his hands there.
I want a pastrami dip.
Well, take
No,
your
take the
pastrami.
cube. Sam, get to the building.
This time I am going to get coffee, and I'm sure nothing important will happen while I'm gone.
Yeah,
Are
probably
you kidding?
not.
Sam's getting to the building. What are you talking about? You need to go. You need to go. No, get the hell out of here, little girl. We're the military. What are you doing?
You don't understand. She's really good at fixing cars.
We will protect you, Sam. Get to the building. Sam, Sam,
Sam.
what are you doing? Go to the building. Sam,
Sam.
you're going the wrong way. Sam, the building. No, the building.
No, Sam, damn it.
Sam, damn it, Sam. Get to the building, you piece of shit. I never realized how much fun just saying the word Sam. I kind of like this scene, but it makes no sense. It's like where did that, which way are we going? Which way is things happening? What's going on?
Well, it doesn't
I don't
make...
like, this is the fiberglass practical effect here again on the back of that truck.
It doesn't make less sense than just
Where's Optimus been all this time? What the fuck was he doing?
biding his time.
It's a pretty awesome transformation. Looks pretty great. Yet one more hero Optimus transformation before the big fight. Prime. That's Hugo Weaving as Megatron, by the way.
This is Jet.
I don't know.
Megatron?
Yeah. Frank Welker did audition for Megatron, but I don't know. Michael Bay felt he didn't. This is super cool.
What?
This is a practical effect of miniatures right here.
That's cool.
It's so good. It looks
Michael
so
Bay
good.
didn't want Frank fucking Welker on the
No,
movie?
he's like, you don't sound like Megatron at all.
Jesus.
Also, Hugo Weaving did all of his parts in like a day. And whenever interviewed about it, says like, I don't know. I don't even remember doing it. I wouldn't waste my time watching those movies.
Great.
That's the fusion. So Megatron doesn't have his arm cannon. His two hands coming together is this movie fusion cannon.
Okay.
Sam, we should drive there. If only we had a car.
Well,
This is all practical effects. They're pulling that yellow car into the building. That looks pretty cool. Also, I love this, but it doesn't make any sense. The cars are going the wrong way. What's going on here? And I mean, you either love or hate the Dorito Starscream design, but this transformation looks pretty sick. Like him doing the flips and then transforming and taking off. Sam, get to the damn building! Jesus Christ! Don't stand around watching us get shot.
It's been 5 minutes now.
Fucking building! God damn it! I don't know why we couldn't pick a closer building. Get to that building across town. All right, and you get this where the cube hits the ground and like makes things come to life, including the Xbox, the Mountain Dew machine, and the steering wheel of this Escalade, which kills this girl.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you just
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, an airbag just killed the girl.
Ripped your fucking face off.
Like we could all agree, the Mountain Dew machine shooting cans of Mountain Dew at people is pretty great.
Yeah, I do like that.
This building here, this is an abandoned train station in Detroit that they used to film in. It was destroyed after the film, but it looks pretty cool. It's got those big windows which allow Megatron to just bust in.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's just some very straight up horror movie shit here. Like this looks fucking sick. You wouldn't want that.
Right, no.
All right, copy achieved. What important shit happened while I was gone, guys?
Oh, the fate
the
of the
cube
free
continues
world.
to get to the building.
Sick.
Yeah, the kid doesn't get to the building yet.
Any more major Transformer characters die that mostly goes on?
No one's dead. Yeah, no,
Okay.
Nobody's dead.
Boom.
Oh no!
Who the fuck is that?
Hey, we're about to get some awesome Smashing Pumpkins music. Maybe the last Smashing Pumpkins song I ever actually liked.
Oh no.
Here we go. It's Doomsday Clock by the Smashing Pumpkins. And it's a
Oh, is
pretty
this
good
from-
song.
Is this
It's
from
from Zeitgeist.
Machina?
It's the opening track to Zeitgeist.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is well after I stopped listening to them.
Yeah, but I do have this album in my playlists.
I bought it. I enjoyed
Yeah, I
Doomsday
think
Clock
I have
anyways.
this album somewhere.
I can't believe I spent almost 20 years not listening to
somewhere.
this album.
It's
That's
fine.
insane.
It's a Smashing Pumpkins record.
Yeah,
It's not the best.
I almost always like, some of the sounds it gets out of his guitars and the compositions
Yeah.
are okay. But
Well, you get to listen to Jimmy Chamberlain's drumming, which is pretty great. There's the practical effect
Yeah.
there. You can tell it's not moving.
there is something I noticed the last time we went through these movies, which was that there is, in the desert, they will use a couple of the exact same disposable bad guys once in a while, and I don't know if that
Oh, yeah,
happens in
yeah.
this movie, but you'll
No,
watch
they
it
don't
and they just
have
kind
those
of fall
characters
over,
created yet.
and they're what is it? It's clearly like motion capture of a regular human falling over. It's kind of funny. I don't know when we're gonna get to it, but I'll try and point it out when it comes up.
We gotta get to the building.
And
Oh,
I think
finally,
they
Sam's at the building.
I think
God.
they reused the shot in between films too.
But like Sam's at
Or
the
between
building.
films,
He's on the
not in
roof
between.
of the building. Where's he going?
Rick, the only thing that visual geography in a scene does is hold you to account for decisions you're making. So
Michael Bay's like, look, I don't like it when people ask me what I'm doing.
I'm pretty sure Michael Bay has done visual geography.
This guy
in a
here has like
scene.
the bluest eyes. It's really weird. Like maybe it's hard to tell in this zoom, but he's
watch
got really
out.
blue
Oh,
eyes.
well, they're dead anyway, Sam. Thank you for making them wait. That was such a dumb moment.
Hang on, Sam.
Don't save those people. Save Sam,
No.
who is on a building and fine.
Well, I mean, Megatron is
Thank-
about to get him.
Thank you, Optimus. You're right. Those soldiers are disposed. No,
But Sam does have the thing they're trying to keep Megatron from getting, so it's like two birds with one stone there.
well, I was just thinking that maybe Optimus is right and doesn't have any empathy for Agents of Empire.
Give me the all smart. And hey, he'll make a great pet. You know what I mean? I'm never giving. It's so funny in the in like the behind the scenes shit. Like Shia LaBeouf he's quoted as saying, "I'll never give you this all spark." You hear him tell Michael Bay, he's like, "That's a shit line, Mike. Shit line." Oh, the cube.
Okay,
Sam,
I gotta say-
I thought I had to get to the building. Now I'm getting off the building.
Optimus Prime waiting in between buildings for Sam to fall also makes zero fucking sense.
But
Like, it is just a momentary Deus Ex to get Sam out of that situation.
The dude he just flicked, Megatron just flicked, that's Michael Bay himself, actually.
Oh God, he deserves it.
you disgust me.
The cube. That cube. You don't know how much we as Transformers, we love cubes.
Oh yeah, we do so many things with these cubes. You have no idea.
Wait a
Cubes is just
second,
one
what?
muscle.
Push the cube into my
Well,
Why
this-
does he have to push it? He's got
You
no
must push the
leverage.
cube into my ass. Wait,
So I'll
let's
say,
rewrite
like,
this.
Transformers
wait.
1 does a way better job of like introducing you to this world if you don't know anything about.
Well, it's a movie that cares about the Transformers. This
That's
does not.
true.
The Transformers are props in this movie.
Yeah. Also, like this world, we're on Earth, unfortunately, in this movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
Like, I'm not making fun of you. It's just that, like
Yeah,
the
no,
world of
it's
Transformers here is just Earth, and they all are made very mundane in Michael Bay's version of this like
The blackout design with his
Transformers thing.
his blades hanging down his back.
that's
It's
cool
a pretty
looking.
cool design. Yeah.
Does he have like a spinning blade fist thing?
Well, it's like the rear rotor of his helicopter. He's like holding and spinning.
Okay.
I like how slow and lumbering he is. Like,
Yeah, like Jason.
Oh God, when will we get a serial killer Transformer in a Transformers movie? Oh, imagine if they did a Transformers like horror film. That'd be fun, right?
I always kind of like the way Blackout noticed that. It was like, what? Huh? Oh shit!
In the IDW comics, they have Sunder, who's a Transformer, Hannibal Lecter kind of guy.
Love it.
Oh, yeah, I
so
remember.
much.
You into he can he can go into your head and make you forget how to transform, and then make you transform into a little ball.
Mm.
He shot Blackout right in the nuts.
This guy is now covered in road rash. Just
No
So
skin
everybody
on his
knows.
legs.
He's totally fine.
his ass raw,
God.
like the Limp
Wait a
Bizkit
minute.
song.
It's like that Limp Bizkit song.
He skinned his ass raw.
This looks so cool. This is one of the coolest scenes in this movie is Starscream like dancing on these jets and tearing them apart. This looks so good.
Yeah. There's some of the characterization and stuff and like mobility is great.
This looks awesome. Like this is what we wanted in Transformers movies.
Yeah. I
And
just
you
meant
know
like
what's-
I guess like Transformers One does a better job of introducing the idea of Transformers in general. Like, okay, I get it. They need energon for stuff. They're from a planet. I don't know. This movie's kind of
What are you talking about? These
Thrown on
these
Earth.
Transformers clearly need the cube. They explained that. The cube. And the cube's most safe on top of a building, from what I've understood.
and the and the
these-
glasses. They need to get the glasses.
They need the glasses, but I think that's just in service of getting the cube.
Yeah.
Yeah. These movies have serious MacGuffin issues.
Damn it! Give me the cube.
I've been saying it for a long time, Sam.
There's
there's
no-
I said put it in my chest.
There's
What are you
no
doing?
motivation that makes any fucking sense. Oh, the cube, because the cube is
Oh
going to
no,
do
you
what?
just destroyed the
It's just-
cube, Sam.
Transform human technology and take over the universe or whatever. And it's like, but we have nothing.
Yeah.
I
Well, they
think at
killed
some
Megatron.
point-
Movie over. That's the end of this
what's-
franchise.
What's more fun is that I think in the future they say that we actually developed a bunch of our technology from Transformers, just like in Independence Day. So,
Oh, jazz.
don't stop. He's about to jazz.
Oh, jazz. Oh, damn it, jazz.
Yeah.
I gotta get like Bumblebee had his legs blown off, but he's all right. But Jazz, nah, no saving him.
No, sir.
No, just a
time
fistful
of
of
day is it?
jazz. We need, you know what?
It's
when we do
afternoon,
video,
early evening, late
when
afternoon.
we start doing video, we're gonna need the meme of Robin Williams saying "What year is it?" and it just says "What time of day is it?" Because
All of it. What's Optimus doing with Jazz's corpse there?
he's
Permission to speak. Oh wait, you can talk now.
He's
Yes,
just
but
got a
not
fist-
anymore after this movie.
I wish to stay with the boy.
Wait,
I
he
wish
needed.
to.
Wait,
Yeah.
did he have like
Sure.
a vow of silence? So he didn't. Wait. Wait.
Hey, Forrest. What time
do
of
we
day
need
is
to
it?
go? Do we need to go back?
Oh no.
What did we miss?
Permission to speak, sir. Oh well, no. No.
So he just didn't speak. He wasn't speaking because he didn't have permission.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was
Also,
I thought I told you back on Cybertron, Bumblebee. No.
so.
Also-
So then he just stopped talking again, going forward.
Yeah, he didn't have permission.
and we suddenly have a weird, strict military hierarchy where you don't talk unless you ask permission first.
In the Transformers,
Oh.
yes.
A
Yeah, with the
shard of
Transformers,
cube.
who are
I'll take
constantly
this with me. I
talking
could probably
shit
use this as like a coupon or something.
and have no military hierarchy in that sense. Like
Not that I was aware of.
they have, like, I think Optimus is considered a commander, but like the rest of the Transformers are constantly talking.
We'll just throw
Oh,
him in the
wait.
sea.
You guys, I
Nothing
figured
can
it
happen
out.
now.
Does he call him sir?
Permission
Guys,
to speak, sir.
I figured it
Yes.
out what it is. I figured out what it is.
Well, there's no time for that now, Wolfie. The Linkin Park song has started.
No,
That's right.
Optimus and Bumblebee are in a Dom sub relationship, and we just don't get to find out.
I'll be fucking the hell out of you tonight, Bumblebee.
Oh my god, I took a sip of coffee at the wrong time.
They're just making out on top of Bumblebee. That's gotta be so fucking weird for Bumblebee.
Bumblebee's
Bumblebee,
like
yeah.
he's into it, dude.
With
Bumblebee
these other
wanted-
guys watching.
They're all
Bumblebee
there,
wanted
like-
them to have sex
All
in the
of
car
these
earlier.
Optimus Prime is watching them make
Just
out
standing
on
there.
top of Bumblebee.
The true
I send this
intentions,
message.
the true desire of the Transformers in these movies is for Sam Witwicky to have sex with Megan Fox.
What are those things on Optimus's shoulders there? Those there the
cube?
whole movie?
Yeah, they're there the whole movie.
It's his thingy.
Those are like
Oh, wait,
empty
wait.
cylinders.
Now, directed by who?
Never heard of him. We'll never
Oh my
hear from
God.
that guy again either.
So there's a
Hurts,
weird
man.
tradition. Like
Fuck
this song
Alex
was not
Hurts.
this Linkin Park song not made for this movie, but every other one of these fucking movies will have a Linkin Park song made to be the end credits song of the film. I don't know why Linkin Park got wrapped up in this Transformer shit so hard.
Because they were one of the biggest bands of that decade.
In
Hands
2007.
down, without question. Yeah. Meteora was an enormous hit. And then shortly after this, the music industry would take a dive straight into hell.
So, did people like Flint Dille have anything to do with any of this?
Oh hell, I don't even think he went and saw this movie.
But you know what?
Marv Wolfman
I
did
think
one of the things we watched.
I think if he was in this, he would have definitely been like, yeah, this.
Yeah.
This is great.
Shia LaBeouf.
No notes. Well, except we need to make reference to Carbamia. We need that.
Rachel Taylor, you won't be seeing her anymore.
Yeah, we had a little bit of what I assume was Carbamia.
With John Turturro and John Voight. Aw.
2 Johns, 1 Transformers movie.
Well, that's Starscream going
Going
into
into
was the point of that?
space.
Nothing.
What?
They will not reference that in the next movie at all.
What was the point of that?
Nothing.
What?
Is Starscream a major character in the next movie?
Yay!
I mean,
What?
he's there.
They setting up a villain arc where Starscream becomes King?
No, they're just going to do a half-ass job of creating a fallen. It's very bad. Don't worry. These movies they're going to get worse, then better, then worse, then much worse.
Great.
Here's Doomsday Clock one more time.
The worst one being what was it? The night.
Well, most people think The Last Night is the worst one. It has major
Oh.
problems in it.
No,
I
it's
feel
not
like
the
Age of
worst one.
Extinction is more boring.
Oh my
but-
god. It's atrocious. I look forward to just being very upset for nearly 3 hours. Just exhausted and pissed off that nothing is happening and that we're sitting around listening to Age of Consent be discussed for 10 fucking minutes. And then, we're just gonna call this out right now. At the end of the movie, you find out that it is okay that a grown man has a sexual relationship with a teenager. And everybody thinks it's great. Transformers, China, like everybody's happy about it. Michael Bay.
So,
Mhm.
Doomsday Clock.
it was like 3 hours long, 2.5 hours,
We are
2:45.
so gonna get hit by the algorithm for
Oh,
this.
right. Yeah. Why are we?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna cut that out. No, I'm gonna cut out all the music and shit. Yeah, because
The open spots with the music.
probably most
Yeah.
of the movie just will go away.
Aww.
But definitely the Smashing Pumpkins song because,
Because it will not care that we have no monetization.
yeah, right.
Ah. Yes, Transformers.
Yeah, so if anyone listening,
Yeah, so
go
that's
look up the goddamn song if you don't know what the song is.
Yeah.
Or don't.
And it's not to say that like you can't enjoy watching this movie, like and just not think about any of this stuff. But like
Yeah,
when you spend any time like examining it or analyzing it, it's just like it's weird. Michael Bay is obsessed with performative masculinity and does not care about Transformers as characters or anything. It just needs to look cool.
yeah, which it succeeds in like the fights on the highway and shit all look cool.
Yeah. And it should be confusing as fuck. They have Lovecraftian anatomy.
Yeah.
And it makes it hard to figure out what's going on screen sometimes.
Yeah, there is a lot of like visual noise kind of.
Oh yeah, and it only gets worse, I think. You know, minus I think sound or not Soundwave, it's not Soundwave, it's Shockwave's design is really good. They make sense of his like his anatomy somehow. He's got ribs and shit.
Yeah, I like it when the designs have like a sort of a skeletal structure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not just like parts folded on top of each other.
Yeah.
There's a different like artistic or design element to it at that point then, I think. But
Yeah, so overall, okay.
oh.
I actually it makes me want to more see the Bumblebee movie because you guys have said that's doesn't suck.
We have such a long way to go. That miles before we sleep. Oh man. We're talking 8 hours of
If we
We're
start
doing
a
it all today.
Patreon and people contribute to it, we
We're
will
doing it
watch
all
all
today.
of the Michael Bay movies in a row.
Oh yeah. Like I think if it's just a vibes movie and it's on in the background or like you just want some nonsense, you just want to watch some nonsense and you don't care about the weird politics of it or whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. But also, like, yeah, and I guess if you're not really like a Transformers fan per se, it's just like a fun kind of action movie, you know?
Yeah. You got Peter Cullen doing great
Yeah.
work. We don't have Frank Welker doing Megatron in this, right? It's I got it pulled up here. Hugo Weaving. You know, he's an elf and a an agent.
An elfin agent.
Yeah, he's Agent Smith from The Matrix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Didn't realize
Elrond from
that.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Hugo Weaving.
So are we gonna? I assume we're gonna. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we lost Rick for a minute here.
What do you think, Forrest? Do you want to watch the next one of these?
I'm at the whims of whatever Rick yells at us to do.
So Rick it was legitimately Rick's idea to watch this particular movie. Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't much care for these live action movies.
I don't think Rick does either.
No, he's watched them all like 300 times each. I I don't know if that's true.
The things
Oh, it's true.
Oh, there he is. I don't need to speak for him then. Yay!
Actually, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
What do you like about these movies? This movie in particular, Rick? What gets you excited about it?
Well,
what do
I
you
really
think of
do
it?
I think the action looks really good, Phil. I feel like the CG still looks really good, and I think that the final battle works pretty well. I like the opening scene and then the final like 40 minutes of the movie. Everything in between that you could just cut out, and I wouldn't care. Well, maybe the Autobots arriving on the Earth, I like that scene, but I wouldn't miss it. But yeah, if it was just Blackout attacks some stuff, and then we're in Mission City going after the cube, and scene.
You mean if it was like a short, like that preview for the Blomkamp Halo thing that never happened?
I mean, there
Feels
was so
kinda like
much
that.
disappointment about this movie when it came out, though, because like it wasn't what anybody wanted. It did really well, and it was really good for like the general audience, but for like fans, it wasn't. It's not what we wanted. And then like the original teaser trailer where you see like what looks to be like Bumblebee on Mars smashing a Mars rover, like there was so much like what could this movie be? And they're like their war, our war. There was so much like there was potential in the story, and then this was the story they told was this convoluted um, movie that like Michael Bay has one vision, Steven Spielberg has like a boy in his car vision. They try to meld it all together. It's it's a mess. The movie's a total mess.
Yes. Say
And
yes to the mess.
It's the best received of all of the live action Transformers movies. This one has a positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes, unlike all of the others. So people liked it at the time. I mean, we all thought it was cool. I saw it a lot. I watched it a whole bunch. I've listened to the director's commentary, collected the toys.
Is it the Fallen that has a more like cohesive story, or I forget? I thought we had one of these early ones that made a little bit more sense.
Well, I think Dark of the Moon is the best of the first three because it's like, but it's still overlong and it's a disaster of a movie. They're all disasters. Like Michael Bay is a terrible filmmaker, and there's no two ways of getting around it.
So the next one will come out in what, 2009?
Yeah, and it's. I mean, we'll talk about it then, but like it's deeply affected by the writer's strike of 2008, where like the movie is basically filmed without a script. It's and then kind of put together in editing, and but it made more money than this one, and the third one made even more money, and then they start to lose. Like the fourth one makes the same amount of money, but most like it not domestically. It's losing domestically. It's only because of China that movie makes another $1 billion. And then Last Night doesn't make $1 billion. Bumblebee doesn't get anywhere close. Rise of the Beast doesn't get anywhere close, and unfortunately, Transformers One barely makes its budget back. So.
But it is now it was number 10 on Paramount like a couple days ago, which I think is down from where it was when you.
It was at 2 earlier this week, so
yeah. So it's doing well.
Well, we get like a Rise of the Beast. It's like a Beast live action Beast Wars. So
no,
it's
that's
not
how it's being sold to me in the poster.
Maybe like
I'm so sorry.
Like 10 minutes of Beasties.
There's at least one Beast former, and it's Air Razor never transforms in the entire movie.
Oh man.
I don't think I've ever actually finished that movie. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever made it to the final battle in that movie. It's I don't know. I just couldn't get into it anymore.
Well, just once the final battle's over, it seems like the ending's done. Just turn the movie off. Don't watch the ending. It's just a tie-in to.
But I've watched Transformers 1 like I don't know 3-4 times now, and it's clear like there is a way to do this franchise right. And that movie's so good,
and it's tight, and it's got motivations for the characters, and it's not filled. It's like that's one of the things that I think Michael Bay does, like from a craft standpoint. He's just like fill it with shiny shit, fill it with noise. Because it's not just visual noise. We've got fucking we've got script noise, we've got fucking character noise, we've got like everybody is just doing all kinds of shit all of the time. You don't have time to breathe. Like, except when, you know, we're about to create unnecessary, like intensely unnecessary sexual tension to the point where the Transformer is trying to get these teenagers to have sex inside of his vehicle mode. Like, you don't need all that, but it's distracting, and it keeps you, like, the first time you watch it, it keeps you from realizing what is going on in this movie, because the movie doesn't know what it wants to do. Michael Bay doesn't really know what he wants to do, except like inserting his masculinity wherever he can.
Yep.
That's my take. I hate him making movies.
Hate everything about it.
It's confusing and upsetting.
And
The-
Forrest, you
like,
loved it.
The one thing with these Michael Bay movies, at least the first three, like they made so much money for Hasbro that it allowed Hasbro to make stuff like the Generations line that's turned into, you know, like these neoclassics and whatnot. Like, and it funded Transformers Animated. So, like they, like even if you don't like the movies, like if you're a Transformers fan, you have to understand that they paid for a lot of the stuff that you do like. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I think like it's not that it's all bad either. Like I don't think that. I think there even bad art has a purpose to serve, you know, like if you want to understand how not to do film, watch a bunch of Michael Bay movies. Like
Yep.
And he started out as like like he made commercials. He made the Gotten Milk commercials. Like that.
mm-hmm.
He's
Oh,
really
Lord.
good at making things that are only 15 or 30 seconds long because
Is he the Aaron Burr?
he's the Aaron Burr guy. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Got Milk commercial. Yeah, the peanut butter.
In fact, we should watch
radio
that just because
contest.
you see the same camera tricks. It's amazing how much Michael Bay's style is in that commercial. That if you've watched his movies, you'll see like, oh Jesus, he has one style and he's been doing it this whole time.
Yeah, and I want to say it's not that the guy doesn't have any craft, you know, like he does, but like he's intentionally making decisions that are apologies for not wanting to do the work around some of the things that a movie requires.
And I mean, libertarian might be too nice. I think he's just a right-wing douchebag. Like,
yeah, that's possible. Well, did anyone buy any Transformers this week that they would want to mention real quick?
oh,
Or
I don't
before
think I
we leave?
did.
I
got any Transformers.
I got Tiger Hawked and spent like 2 hours trying to get a transformation done, but I didn't finish a step, so I was frustrated for nothing. Pretty cool figure. Posability in beast mode, kind of limited, but like looks incredible. It has a lot of posability. But I would be neglectful to not say that this is a figure where one knee is really solid and sturdy and the other one is weak. And yeah, one knee good, the other one can fold up like a toothpick in the wrong position. But cool looking figure, overall good beast former, but I will be getting the DNA kit thing to cover up these hollow wings and make some of the claws longer and whatnot, because that's really nice. But pretty good leader class figure, I think.
I got the Walmart reissue of the G1 Bombshell and Rampart.
Oh right, yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty cool. I like it. It's neat. It's not complicated, but I've been messing with it a lot. It's got a really nice bug mode.
Oh yeah, you and me both concluded the same thing 4 decades apart, where both of us think the legs are backwards.
Yeah, the legs are definitely backwards. I don't know what they were doing. I mean, at a waist. What are you doing? Missing link Bombshell coming soon.
Can't wait.
That might be the first missing link figures I pick up as Insecticons.
I did see like there's more pictures now of Missing Link, Sunstreaker, and I'm surprised at how little they had to do to make that up. Like they just made his legs articulated. Like the arms are the same as the original toy. There's no change there at all. So And I maintain, like, they just did that figure because there no mold of Sunstreaker exists anymore, and they want to just remake the mold, but they couldn't justify just remaking a G1, so they went missing link with it. But I'll be buying it, but I don't think it's going to be superior to the Optimus.
What about that missing link RC?
Is that it's not? Is it missing link?
Missing
I don't
link.
think that's. Has that been confirmed that it has
It's
like
missing
modern
link.
style articulation?
It's missing link.
No. It looks, it looks like the original sketch. It's not a very good design, but it looks like it's supposed to.
So can do you guys explain the missing link? I've asked this before, but
Oh no.
it has to do with. Oh, it does it take a long time?
No,
It's-
I'm just acting upset for dramatic intent purposes. I'm adding drama.
It just but basically the idea is it's the missing link. It's like the articulation between what, like the G1 toys and another generation or something. That got
Well, yeah,
skipped
it's like
over.
it's like a modern articulation, modern figure articulation, but it's the link between that and G1 toys, so that
Okay.
yeah, because most G1 toys have little to no articulation.
Yeah, most G1 toys are frankly crap.
Yeah.
Well, you take that back. The G1 Optimus Prime toy is just genius. There's like all the Optimus Prime toys are trying to do that. Like,
Random thing. I realized I should have said this before I stopped talking about Tiger Hawk. The character is canon, like two spirits. Like basically, like the character is basically is trans, in
Okay.
male and female spirits inside of it from the 90s. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's very cool. And all accusations of Transformers going woke can go straight to hell.
well, we all know they coordinate with the military, so.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Oh, what a fabulous episode of Talking Over Transformers. Really enjoyed it, guys. Glad we did it again. Can't wait for Revenge of. Are we doing Revenge of the Fallen? Are we just going to do these live action movies? It feels like a commitment that none of us want to make.
But we'll see. I don't know. They're all kind of new to me. All these. Well, most of them are brand new. Like I've seen that one before a long time ago, but like aside from when we've watched them in here, and even then, I think I was like working at the time. So,
in the words of our favorite guy, I knew this day was coming, but I didn't know it would be so soon.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's how I feel.
Yeah, Sub Gorka, everybody's favorite man. The Pajama Boys are back.
Yep.
You mean Transformers: The Last Night,
he
Sub
is not in that
Gorka?
movie, is he?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
No, but Bannon did produce that one.
Holy
that I believe.
shit.
No, that's not true.
Son of a bitch. Can't believe
But
we just
Donald
had
Trump
that.
does appear in The Dark of the Moon. He says, down the hall and to the left, I think.
You're not getting me this fucking time. That's Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, you son of a bitch.
You mean not
basically
Transformers?
the same movie.
Not Transformers 3 Lost in New York?
Well, you're never gonna know where you're at in a Michael Bay film.
That's for real. Like, where did I watch you? So I know the name of that city that at the end of the. Do you guys know from watching the movie the name of the town that was blown up at the end of the Transformers movie?
Chicago.
No.
Albany, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Mission City.
It's called Mission City, which I guess is, according to the film's geography, is 22 miles away from the Hoover Dam. 22 miles away from the Hoover Dam is one of the largest cities in the country.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mission City.
Mission City.
Yeah.
What a terrible name. It's like they're like, so we're gonna have so the final mission will be in this city. Well, what do we call it?
Well, it's a name from Transformers.
What? Maybe the comics or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's at least been used in Armada.
It's a terrible name. Nobody would name a city that.
A city in the U.S. where Autobots and Decepticons fought for the Allspark and the Transformers film.
There you go.
That is the first result on Go
Like,
Go Duck or whatever.
I
This
mean,
is.
it's supposed to, like, the whole movie
Let's
is
see
not
here.
supposed to like exist
It's
in
in
a
the-
specific reality.
It is in the comics too.
Like it
Oh.
defies reality. The whole thing defies reality. Like Burger King
And-
exists, but Mission City totally
You
made.
guys, this is too fucking good. In the novelization of the film, it takes place in Las Vegas instead, and that would have been so much cooler.
That would have been more fun.
It would have been
Oh
awesome
my
if they
God.
were able. Yeah, don't you? And like, what if also like Revenge of the Fallen, like the you know how like the Sun Harvesters in the pyramids? What if it was just in like the Luxor Hotel? And like they keep fighting in every movie is in Las Vegas. That would have been awesome.
All the visual gags you could do with the giant neon signs and shit. Yeah.
Well, thank you, anyone.
Thank you.
Anyone?
I want to thank any of our listeners. I got to say, once once you've been through an ordeal like this with other people, you never want to see those people ever again.
And I think with that, we'll say goodbye.
Goodbye.